Welcome back, everybody, to the Adventures in Silvernell, the homebrewed fantasy world setting for our online game of Dungeons & Dragons 5e. I'm your Game Master, Scott Nicholson, here to play D&D with four of my favorite people. Michael Jackson.
Hey!
Tanner Messer. Ben Dale.
Hi, I'm just a guy.
And Erica Webb.
Hello. I'm about to give birth.
That's true, on stream. This is an M-rated campaign. If you're watching us on Twitch, make sure tonight's your last night. It is the season finale. So make sure you use your root points to make things happen, and let's cause some chaos. All right, we'll see you guys all after the intro. See you soon.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. The season finale, episode 50 of Dragontooth Academy. If you have not watched any of this before, or even the last episode, go back and check it out because there is so much chaos that these four players made. Like, literally right this second.
Speed watching the whole thing.
Go watch 49 times 4, or I guess 3 because we do 3 hours every night. Yeah, get your stuff in. All right, let's just get down to it. There's too much fun stuff happening tonight. Here we go. Last time, episode 49. The squad escaped the secret goblin tunnel and found themselves teleported to the Goblin Kingdom. There, they found a gruesome scene as the goblins were burning their loved ones that had been killed by Cthulhu, them knowing now that they cannot be possessed a second time after a second death. They invite the squad to join them as they are taking an army to charge Cthulhu. The squad agrees and joins them on their fight. I didn't find it relevant to put the whole thing about the Snowstalkers, but that was really funny. Meanwhile, B is carried to Amubit by Kincaid, where they come face to face with the Living Mountain and Olivine holding the dead corpse of Fatale. Landria Fatale, the headmaster of the school that this campaign was about, was no longer about. After B kills Kincaid, Olivine places her in the snow, and the mountain marches up to the scene with Cthulhu, so Olivine and B can watch the fate of her fellow allies, who had just arrived with the goblins at Cthulhu, and they find the ground has been split in two. From within that chasm arises the zombified versions of the assembled. A lengthy battle ensues, and the assembled are defeated. Meanwhile, Cthulhu manages to get behind Olivine and sucks all of the Dragonborn souls from his mind, giving him clarity and focus. Cthulhu then turns her attacks towards the squad, B included. But before the final blow can land, Milwas teleports wizards to the scene, as well as the Shardmine monster the squad created. This saves the squad and introduces a massive battle in the snow. During that scene, Olivine protects the squad and himself into a bubble of invulnerability of some sorts. And inside that bubble, he reveals his master plan to wipe the world clear of evil and begin again with a focus on making the world suitable for children to grow up in. The squad reveals they are all orphans, and through this bond, Olivine finds some kinship and strikes them up a deal. If they defeat the last standing civilization of the world called Milwast, and bring the body of their leader to Olivine, then Olivine will reward them with a giant spot of the world as their own.
Did he state it like that?
Yeah.
Kind
That's how I
of.
interpreted it.
If they do not, or turn from this offer, he will
Noted.
kill them. And then, Olivine, without looking or moving, explodes Cthulhu, and he disappears for now. As the bubble comes down, and everyone still standing was reunited, B learns of her boyfriend Russ's ability to pull off his eye patch and suck everything in a close radius into a vortex of nothing into his eye.
Convenient.
Which I guess was
Which
a lot
never
for
did to
her,
him.
because then B's water broke. And that's where we will begin tonight. Let me set the scene one more time. There's snow everywhere. It's getting kind of dark. There's soot, magic blast, overturned trees, huge boulders everywhere. A whole mountain was just blasted by Olivine. It is a crazy wreck. Everything's kind of settling. You can hear distant screams of wizards that maybe aren't dead just yet, but wish they were. More than 80% of this army that came has just been decimated. Bodies everywhere. But all your close allies are right there, and you just heard Bee scream as her water broke. So I hand it over to you four and your plethora of NPCs. Welcome back to the season finale of Dragontooth.
Yeah.
It's all yours.
I will say that we have 3 tickets reclaimed for naming Bee's baby.
Okay.
2 of them undecided on names currently. 1 of them, Jessamine.
Get out. Who gave that? Who gave that one?
That'd be that guy right there. Well,
Okay,
Dale.
so Ben Dale wants to name the baby. Okay.
I mean,
and then the other 2
That's
are
baby.
from Blue, but he's thinking about a name right now.
All right, so
He
Blue's
wants to concede his name rights, actually.
Erica got a ticket
to what?
for
Yeah, I got
Jessamine?
I
To
got a
me?
ticket to name the baby Yeet.
Did you pay for the ticket?
Yeah.
She did. Also
Okay.
a ticket for Yeet.
All right, so 2 tickets for Blue. Scott names
I'm
it,
Tom to log on and put an order in real quick too.
and Erica got what's the baby's name? Yeet.
Yeet. Yeah.
What the
That's
fuck?
cute. I like that.
And don't forget, last week we did have Cindy Crabapple do Erica as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in
Yes.
there.
Yes. So fucking
Not
funny.
Erica's mom, by the way.
Yeah. Definitely not.
and nope.
Let me make sure I write that down. Berica was Cindy Crab.
And Blue says they first name choice is Mac Rubble.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That's
No
kinda cute,
way.
too.
Okay. Mac Rubble. That was Blue's character's name in the second campaign we ever did for Silvernail. It wasn't streamed.
Look at you with the
Throwback.
memory.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. I
It's
like
all,
that.
It's all connected.
Actually, funny
called
story.
canon.
Okay, so we're not in the game right now. Okay, so this is fun lore. We
It's
might
the
go a little long
finale.
tonight. This season's finale. Mac Rubble's
Okay.
campaign was the first campaign in the Tundra. They didn't go past 15 episodes. We had another campaign called Fallen Tundra. It didn't go
Oh my
past
God.
15 episodes. Then we get into the Tundra with you guys, and I don't think we're doing a total of 15 episodes. The Tundra is cursed in Silvernail. Second fun fact, Mac Rubble's dad is the one that traded with a fey goddess called Mithras. And in the trade, he got a phoenix egg. That phoenix was released. It flew to Northdell. That phoenix became Grace. That phoenix then flew through the campaign The Second Coming and became Amarias. And now that phoenix just carried B here with an unknown name. So everything's connected.
Canon.
Yes.
And that's called lore, bitches. Thank you.
Right.
That's on Silvanel, period, per. Thank
This
you.
is like
Very
Ash
true.
Ketchum and Ho.
Look at
Just
the
like you see it in the
knowledge,
last
like-
episode coming back.
Yeah,
It's knowledge.
it's all connected. We hadn't been doing 4 campaigns for nothing, bitch. Actually,
Knowledge.
1, 2,
All
3,
connected.
4. Actually, we've done 5 campaigns now. Our next one will be our 6th campaign, but only our 4th stream. Anyways, welcome back to the massacre you guys are in.
Oh, yes. Penny, is knowing that some people are still alive while half dead, will try to save some resources, and she's going to run around and spare the dying them
Okay.
as many as she can. Free
It's
cancer.
fine. I
pretty
just
for
gave
rain.
birth. Don't worry about it.
You
Don't worry
haven't
about it.
yet, though.
you're-
Like,
you're
Livia's like
doing-
staring
that's
at you,
good.
freaking the fuck out. Like, she's
Go,
like,
baby.
"That's water.
Yeah,
you're
Russ is
breaking."
giving you the
They're
breathe
dying.
in, breathe out.
Also, I'll
He's
end up
like,
stabbing Russ.
oh, it's gonna come out any second. Fuck!
Livia's like yelling, "Does anyone know how to deliver a child?"
It just cuts back to that. It cuts back to that one shard mine we left at the other place that was the midwife. That's just sitting.
Okay,
there at
so
the
funny
goblin
enough,
The part
one
of
of-
the dragon. And
Penny
survive.
is like saving some wizards right now. One of the wizards is like on top of a shard mine, which is Vorg. So Vorg gets free because he's kind of knocked in the snow. Hears this scene, sees B, immediately starts teleporting. He's the one that can teleport mass out and trying to connect to the shard mines. And he's going to call out to you guys telepathically that he is looking for that shard mine. So it will
We
find.
need a deliverer.
I got one arm, sorry.
Also,
The second
a
name is Christian,
Yes.
by the way. From
Christian.
Blue.
I think it's Kristen.
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 Okay, so
You know, from Fallen Tundra.
Kristen is the name of the player that played the character that raised Olivine in Fallen Tundra.
And did a terrible job, obviously. I'm just saying.
Raised the terror.
If you
Oh my
wanna
God.
get into it, you can go watch it. We should do a commentary because there's some questionable parenting skills.
Actually,
and it makes
that would be
sense
really
that
fun.
The trauma is real for Olivine, and I've seen it, so I felt bad the whole time in my head. But also, I gotta kill him.
I
Or,
would
mean, not-
love
maybe
to
not.
just like pick clips
I
from that
didn't,
show
so
and
I
then
don't
take a
feel
night
a
to watch
thing.
the clips where they affect his relationship, and you guys all just comment on it the whole time.
Just
Absolutely.
reaction videos.
Yes, because I could not watch that entire campaign. Anyways, all right, yeah.
I'm saving people,
Also,
that's what I'm
something
doing.
very vital I should let everybody know, watchers. All the characters leveled up twice at the end of last campaign. We said
yeah.
it off camera, but they're all level 10 right now.
We look really good.
Yeah.
We said, okay. Let's go.
Like, I am giving full-on cunt right now.
Let's go, girls.
So served.
Yeah, it is just cunty, 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 hunty, and we are here for it.
Surf. Thank you.
I just look like a normal dude. I got a nice jacket on. I'm just
like
Bognak said, ally.
Bognak and his demons.
Call me Valentina is my new name. And then we're gonna look. I want to loot the rest of the Avengers. I know I said I got the hammer and like the suit for Nugs last time, but I'm just gonna loot their stuff. I mean, might as well.
Yeah,
get
bring
that.
us shit, Bognak.
And then I'm like, I think this dice did something last time. I'm just gonna keep rolling, and I'm gonna keep trying to roll it until I get control weather to try and just stop the snow around B, so she has like a nice, comfortable area to give birth.
What
Like,
are the
yeah,
other
but
options on that dice?
There's we'll get there when we get there.
I just want to see what chaos is happening in quick motion.
Let's see.
I know there's a tornado.
We have
and a
It's
tidal
just
wave.
control weather.
Oh, okay.
So it's tidal wave, the wall of thorns, scorching ray, power word kill, witch bolt, and then control weather.
Okay, so as you guys are all looking at how like you've
Literally
leveled up,
everything else is horrible.
and you
without cup.
feel more power rising through all of your bodies, and you're standing there in this huge moment of triumph, and you look back at the guy who was claiming not too long ago he was a wizard, and you told him no, and he's just sitting there rolling this dice as crazy shit is happening all around him, and then all of a sudden the weather kind of changes and moves all the snow out of the way, and you see Bognax did it.
Just bodies around.
So,
Yikes.
what was his wizard name again?
It's
I
just
look
wizard.
over at Penny.
And MJ, did you say someone
Oh.
else commented something?
Oh yes, Michelangelo 14 has a name
What's the
ticket,
name?
Mr. 305.
No way. That's got to be one of Erica's friends. All right,
Mike.
who's the username? Oh, it's just Mike.
Michelangelo
Mike,
14.
yeah.
Okay, I'll just go put Mike. I know who that is. All right, Mike, y'all, you crazy. Okay, you're there. B is going in. Actually B. Roll me a strength saving throw.
Damn it.
Let's see if this baby's coming out right now.
Let's get them push point.
Don't forget you have advantage because you just got your bear totem.
You said strength save?
Yes.
Come on, Bear Totem with the baby. We love it.
A 24.
Yeah, you're good. That baby's not coming out right now.
Gorilla grip.
Gorilla grip.
All right, one of the wizards walks up to you guys, immediately starts congratulating you, talking about the defeat of Cthulhu. We have to quickly get back to Millwast. They're going to want to be debriefed, and you're all going to be heroes.
Obviously.
We do get the thing done. But yeah,
But
I mean,
do we
I
murder everyone at Millwest? Like, that's my question.
hope you didn't ask it out loud, girl.
Yeah, he did not hear that. Sorry?
Livia said in her head.
You're lucky that he didn't hear that because he's distracted because that loser Russ Quinn is nearby, and he's like, ugh.
Hey! Watch your mouth.
It's
We
the
all
wizard,
on
not
the
me.
same page. Yeah.
Yeah, rack the bodies up, and then if the midwife is coming here, I guess wait for the midwife, then get the midwife teleport back to Millwest. No,
Yeah.
because they're not together. Millwest, the midwife's not at Millwest.
So you've kind of, how much spare the dying do you have?
It's a cantrip.
All
I
right.
got it for days.
All right, so while Bognak's going on his weather adventures and B's screaming up a storm with Russ being like, "Take deeper breaths," you save at least 25 people. from dying immediately. But these people need
icon.
care, and Vorg is immediately going to tell you, there he comes over the horizon. He's still trying to catch up. But the Shard Mine midwife is there for you.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely need her.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The midwife will tell you telepathically, B, that we need to get you to a place where we can, that's clean, where we can have a safe birth.
He's just screaming back at the top of her lungs.
She's about to drop this baby fucking anywhere, lady. Like, we need to get
Absolutely.
this going.
Okay, so a couple of the wizards are going to start teleporting them and some of the other wizards back. And they say whenever you guys are ready, they can take you back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going with, like, B and Russ, like, to deliver this baby.
Of course,
Livia has
Livia
that
would be
tie
by
to
my
them,
side
you know?
at the
Like,
end of the day.
Yeah, I need to be there. I don't know why, I just know I need to be.
I will also be going with her. After these people are helped, I will go back and help out with the baby.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm very interested, honestly. Like, what is going to happen? What's coming out of that? Like,
once I'm done looting, I run over and I'm like, I stopped the snow. We should be. I think I stopped the snow with my wizard power. Oh wait, are we leading?
In Livia's
man.
mind, she's also like, oh yeah, I can like have mage hand, so I can like offer help in delivering this thing.
All right.
I cast guidance on B.
Okay. Bognak,
Yeah,
you
smart.
find.
I think you need to cast it on the baby so it like goes out the right fucking way. Guide that sucker out.
It's a touch spell, so I don't feel comfortable with that. Just the shoulder's good. Shoulder right here. It'll go to the baby.
On Black Spider, you're going to find 2 gloves with 2 daggers. The daggers magnetically fly back to the gloves. They are not magical weapon. They deal D4 damage each, but they will always come back to the glove within 200 feet.
That's beautiful.
Zor, you got the hammer. The Man of Iron, you can take pieces of his mecha suit, but it's kind of broken and shit, and you definitely would not understand the technology. It's not magical. The Hunk only had shorts on. You could take that if you'd like, but they're bigger than you are. And who's the other one? Who am I missing? Oh, and then there's Captain Silvernail's shield.
I'm absolutely grabbing that shield.
Okay, cool.
I want to nab those dagger gloves, if possible.
Bognak's got them right now.
Steal them.
I'm like saying that to Bognak.
I've given you a lot of chains and things and poison. I feel like you just.
I'll tie you up with them, babe.
I guess I wouldn't remember that. And that doesn't incentivize me to give you more. That's actually the opposite effect. We got a baby to deliver.
We'll talk about it after the baby, babe. It's okay.
Okay. Do you see my coin purse? Let me take that.
No.
Your
no,
quimpers?
I haven't.
I'm kidding. No.
Yeah, that's code.
It's like when Russ whimpers.
Yeah,
Quimpers.
gets it.
Anyways, the wizards teleport everyone back to the Millwest. I think it's just called Millwest, to the Shadow Government. You guys are teleported into the same room that led you into that hallway that led into the big chamber with the Shadow Government. So you're there, and they're immediately going to rush B and Russ into a separate room.
Wow.
Wizards are going to pour into this room and start congratulating you guys. You're going to hear some wild theories from people who weren't there about how you did it. You single-handedly choked Cthulhu to death, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
Pardon me, someone comes in with allergies.
Livia agrees with everything she hears. She's just like, you're right. That's exactly
someone
what
immediately is
happened.
like, I cannot believe you shrunk down into Cthulhu's anus and then went big to explode Cthulhu.
You have no idea how big I got, babe.
Wow.
I know. Amazing, really, if you ask me.
Penny is silent watching this. It's like
they're immediately going to ask you if, like, maybe there's some time you could teach some of their kids this story, like 101. Another wizard's going to rush in and be like, oh, that's enough. Everybody out. I got to get them ready for her.
We'll talk about payment for that later.
Okay, in the other room as B is being rushed in, there's a few wizards in there with you. Roll a strength saving throw.
With guidance.
Dirty 20.
And resistance.
And resistance.
20 is good enough. You're still holding on to that baby. It's not coming out yet, but it hurts.
I feel like everybody can hear Bee's screams, even though she like isn't near them. Just because she's so loud, you can hear the roaring screams like billowing off walls. Just like, oh!
Penny's sitting there, and Penny's like, sounds like it's going interesting. She's having a meta moment. She's rolling high, and she's not having a baby, but she wants to have a baby? Question mark.
Confusion.
She's like,
Wasn't her last baby?
I could do
Wasn't her last baby Cthulhu? Like, maybe we should slow the roll on this thing. We just stopped the last one.
Listen,
I'm bored.
you do what we gotta do.
One of the wizards tells you guys in that remaining room that they are setting up a celebration for tonight. They bring you a tray of alcoholic beverages and some food because you must be really hungry. They tell you also that you each have a private room tonight, the nicest rooms that they have.
How private?
I mean, you can lock the door. They've got ocean view. You are not to be bothered. And tomorrow there will be a whole day of festivities celebrating the Dragontooth squad.
You're right.
But in 20 minutes, you have been called forth to speak upon what happened to the sentient cube.
Ooh. Peace out, y'all got that one.
I was hoping we can do that after the cool thing, but to interrupt this moment, we did get a sub from Magic Rat.
Oh, thank you, Magic Rat.
Thank you,
I
Magic
love
Rat.
that name.
I myself bought a ticket, and I want to name the baby Honey Boo Boo. A mac and cheese has also purchased a ticket, but is still thinking about the name.
Mac and cheese. Far out.
We have great viewer names.
Heck yeah, we do. Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to the viewers for their names.
So, you guys have 20 minutes. B is in a room, probably soon going into labor. Do what you want to do.
Wait, so we're not... Wait. Are we at the party?
Right now, you're just in the room outside of the hallway that goes into that big tube room. But you have 20 minutes before you're called to go in that hallway to talk to the cube. So you guys have time.
Okay. I kind of look at Livia and Bognak. So... Do you think it's just going to come around if you're just like, hey, we won, work for us, or Olivine's going to come and break you? And I don't really know what's his counter going to be, because
break as in kill, murder everybody. Like we saw exactly what happened to Miss God. Apparently, she just got exploded without him even flinching. So.
Yeah, he's definitely on a little ego trip. Perhaps we can convince QB and it's in their best interest, because they have no other options, honestly, that we can work together. And perhaps we can do our own policing of Olivine, since we do know they're...
I agree with that, but if we're going to be doing this heavy lifting...
What heavy lifting?
Of the bargain... And, like, interacting with Olivine, obviously we're going to have to be the interactors.
Sorry.
But if I'm doing that much, then I need to be heavily compensated for that in my agreement, is all.
You get a whole section of continent?
Yeah, I just need to make sure the cube is on with that deal.
Oh, the cube well, truly, the cube is working for us. We will be working for Olivine. He don't get no land. He gon'...
I mean, as long as he sees it that way.
I mean, again, his options are...
limited, yes, but...
He needed us to do this. We did it, and these are the results of his actions. I mean, what else can we do? It blew up Olivine with... It blew up Cthulhu with his brain, so... And I'm sure it watched, because that cube's always watching.
I know. Freak.
How are you doing? Bognak Wizard? What are you going by these days?
Yeah,
Hey,
what's
look-
your name right now?
I'm partial to Bognak. Bognak sounds like a nice name. I guess that's what I go by now. I'm no longer McLovin. I know
Oh,
that's
it
fine.
was Wizard McLovin.
It's hard to track. You're having an identity crisis since today I met you, and I was just curious where we landed.
Yeah.
A small little wizard girl is going to walk into the room. I'm sorry to interrupt. Mr. Bognak, could we see you for a moment?
Maybe he is a wizard.
I guess.
Right.
Am I a
Livia's
wizard?
like, yeah, he might be.
Can my friend Nugs come? Is Nugs with us still?
Yeah, Nugs is with you.
Yeah.
Sure. It's some sensitive information to deal with your memories, if you don't mind him perhaps seeing some of those.
Oh, yeah, cool. That sounds good.
What's happening there?
I don't know. But yeah, it'll be good to learn. You know, I appreciate you guys trying to wipe him out before, but maybe I can figure out what went down. You know, and I appreciate you telling me what you have. I can't wait to learn what we all did together. And so Bognak's gonna go with this small
Yeah,
wizard girl.
us too, Bognak. Have fun.
She's going to take you into a small room, and she's going to detail about how after the fall of Dragontooth, Millwest sent their own team towards that spot to see if they could dig up anything that could be studied and used of this big event. And they found a magical container, full of memories. And some of those belonged to you.
What?
If you would like them back.
So you're telling me I was a student at this school, I wasn't a sea prostitute?
No, I'm sorry. If my words indicated that would be false. No, you were most definitely a student at Dragontooth Academy. Do you not remember that much?
No, I remember waking up one day and there was a ghost over me, and then oh, I'm gonna have a talk with Livia. All right, I need to see those. Bring those over here.
You would like to see the memories?
Yes, please.
Burn them!
Okay,
Burn them all the memory.
they're just in a container. We can't really... I mean, would you like to view them?
Yeah. Do we have a way to do that?
Yes, I just need a moment to get our contraption working. So she's going to go and start dumping these memories into this big machine. And they just look like luminous white lines of thought. Whatever that looks like. And she's just going to start flipping through memories. You're going to see memories of Artheon working out, lifting iron. I got to sift to your memories. I see memories of Fatal sleeping with other students. There is memories of the construction of the turrets at the top. There are memories of the teachers hanging out before the first students got there, eventually landing on a memory of yours. And she says she's going to take the makeup of that memory and search for the rest of your memories. Just one second. As she's looking up those memories, you see, I guess this was a memory that was taken from you. You're going to... it's the first time you met Will Hamming when you guys first landed at the school. And it's weird because his voice isn't as it is now. It was kind of normal. But it just is going to show you and remind you that he's always been there for you at the beginning. And that these people you're here with you now pretty much never left your side, except for B going to Veilcast, this entire time. But it's just a trip down memory lane, and you can see Dragontooth, and the little wizard's going to pile all those memories together. We actually were able to even craft a little something for you. It shouldn't be everything, but it should get you back to your normal state. It's a thank you from Millwest for doing so much for us. It's going to siphon through these tubes into this like vial, and she's going to hand the vial to you. All you got to do is drink it.
I've already seen like the memory lane stuff. like I've already seen like those people were with me since day one and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know the specifics, but I know we were at some school together and like we're on this crazy journey, right?
You're at school. You're on a crazy journey. Those of your friends have been there with you from the beginning. Yeah.
Huh. You know, maybe I'm not meant to know. And I appreciate the gesture, but I hand it back. It's like just knowing those people were there for me, except for Livia, who I didn't see, who definitely has some explaining to do.
Or Nugs.
Or Nugs. I didn't
But
see
you remember
him either.
Nugs from growing...
No. What?
Winding City? You remember Nugs from Winding City? Do you remember that far back?
No.
Yeah, you don't remember.
He don't
any of
know
it.
shit.
Okay.
Wait, we were friends that far? Oh, I don't know anything about you. Well, you know what? Something tells me there's a reason I decided to forget. But in case I ever need this, and Bognak's gonna pocket it, but he's not gonna drink it. He's like, just for now, I'm happy the way things are.
I'm happy for you, Mr. Bognak. There's even a special one in there, a memory of Fatale's, but it's solely about you, so we thought that you should know it, seeing how she's dead.
And
Is that a
Fatale
good
was the
thing?
dead lady.
Fatale was your headmaster, correct? Laundry of Fatale.
Drink that one up.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. I don't think I can. Is it like
Sip
just this,
it.
like grain in it? Can I shake it?
Water and oil. It's like, I just want that one
It's like,
layer.
can you separate this one for me? Thanks.
B, strength saving throw.
Oh no.
Damn, that's aggressive.
That's an 11.
Oh.
Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, uh-oh. Legs open.
It was a dirty 20.
Gucci.
Okay, so now it really hurts, and you're having contractions. Like it's really hurt. Like you're squeezing Russ's hand, and I'm pretty sure the pinky's about to fall off. And he's like, "No, everything's fine. Just squeeze as hard as you want. Get a goddamn wizard in here who knows what they're doing." He is.
I
pissed
squeeze
off.
a little too tight, and I hear just a tiny bit of cracking of like his like bones, just a tiny bit.
Okay. He's gonna slowly shape shift into a snake. So you're holding like a snake. He's like, squishy body, much better. So as you look over, Russ is no longer there. It's just a snake that you're holding with the little snake head. Like,
He's gonna let out a huge fucking like scream, I guess, through the pain that almost rumbles like the walls. And if I don't know if it's like loose material, but any loose material like would be falling. That's how like loud the scream. This is echoing out.
okay, so the walls are pretty secure at this place, but the chandelier definitely starts rocking, and one of the lights starts like beep 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 blinking.
Mm-hmm.
There's an exorcism going on in here.
Literally.
But yeah, you won't be able to move off this table until a baby's out, basically. Okay, so Bognak's in his room, Bee's in her room. What are you two doing?
Am I with the thruple? Are they also here?
Yes, the thruple is there, and Russ Quinn, or not Russ Quinn, Nugs is there.
Yeah, I guess Penny is just having a power moment, and Livia is welcome to it as well.
Yeah,
she's kind of there. Sorry.
I said I'll experience this power moment.
Yeah, she's just having that like looks like a prayer circle, and then like this is everything we've been working for. Came in, told you all, if you work with me, that we get everything we wanted, and I feel like we're at this moment. But there's still some things to be done. Not sure how things are gonna go, but we need to stay on our toes. And in that level up, Penny took a level in Cleric and another level in Sorcerer. So she has 5 levels Warlock, 3 levels Sorcerer, 2 levels of Cleric. Morton Zhao took his 3rd level in Fighter and his 7th level in Sorcerer, Draconic Sorcerer. I'm going to keep his Fighter subclass a secret, just in case. Surprise him later.
Okay.
Cleonile took her 7th level in Path of Beast Barbarian, and her 3rd level in Eloquence Bard. So she's got some demeanor to her now. And that is how they took their 2 level ups. And they're all just like kind of sitting in that power moment of being like, wow, we said we were going to take over the world, and then like, we ran that shit. Like, she kind of like, Penny like breaks that moment. She's like, we, and they're just like trying to like she feels like she hasn't like lived in the moment of like, she's just been doing the thing since she's like started the whole project. She's like, all right, I went to Dragontooth on purpose. I found 2 very powerful roommates. I had 2 roommates. I cultivated their power. I like helped all these people with me. We fucking took down a school. The bitch is dead. Cthulhu's down. The world is at our feet. And she's like, well, she's like, cause she got 1 arm. Yeah, we fucking did that. And she's just kind of like trying to have a moment before she goes and fucking puts it on the line again to go talk to this goddamn cube about putting his ego aside, which never goes well, but just basking.
Yeah, fair enough. And if everyone's like kind of like describing their level ups in like this power up moment, it's like Livia also took another level in Rogue, but then she also took on Blood Hunter a little bit, so her rage, her hold that she had kind of got filled by like this little bit of blood magic that she took on. She's like, okay, if I can't depend on nobody else, I'm gonna have to do me.
Okay. As Bognak is leaving that room, a different wizard is going to come up and give you a note that says Bognak on it. And that wizard's just going to look at you and say, thank you so much for everything you've done, Mr. Bognak. The world owes you immensely.
I don't know if nobody has to call me Mr. Bognak. I think I'm in my 20s. I'm not sure at this point. It's all kind of like
the years have blurred together.
The years have blurred together so much. But yeah, thank you for that, and thank you for you guys. We couldn't have done it without the fellow wizards. And I guess I'll Bognak. I'll take a moment to say I just took 2 levels in fighter. He's just 10 levels of fighter. Nothing crazy. So again, just a guy. And
the wizard's like, that's cool. That's cool.
Oh, I mean, like, in my heart, I'm a wizard, but in my heart, I'm a wizard. I do take fighter. Yeah, thank you for that. But yeah, thank you. It was a group trial, and I'm just glad we're all here.
Well,
and I just politely read the note in front of them, like, all right.
It's like right in front of their face, like covers their face.
Yeah.
It says, my dearest friend Bognak, words cannot express how grateful I will be in the rest of my eternity to you. You have shown me true strength, whether physically duking it out or strength and trust and love. I know many things have been said about our relationship, but there is one true thing that has been constant this whole time. You have always been there for me. And I've been thinking of how I can repay my thanks. And the only thing I can think to do is on the other side to just praise your name. For one day when you inevitably join the other side, to have everyone already welcome to the greatness that is Bognak. Milwast has done me a great service. They've taken me to Vahil. And I have seen... You fuckers. I have seen the graves of my family. I'm finally at peace, Bognak. Sorry this letter is so short, but I know it usually happens after a ghost finds what they've been looking for. They slowly start to... Oh no, it's happening. Okay, just to be clear, this is Will Hamming, Bognak. I didn't say...
And you see just like he's looking at the paper and just like tears start dripping on it, and he looks at the wizard and he's just kind of like, did he have a book? with him, perchance? Any a bow, some other stuff? He had some personal belongings that I gave him before.
He's going to hand you this bag of stuff with a bow sticking out of it.
Thanks. Yeah. And I'm just gonna take the bag of stuff, and I'm just gonna stick it into the bag of holding, just kind of cram it in. So I'll get to that later. And he's just gonna put the note like on his heart over the other tattooed names that he used to have before, and now he's just got the note right there. He's gonna thank this wizard for the service, and he's gonna make his way back to the others.
All right, you three are in the room with the
Other Gressive redeemed a storm appears in the game.
Okay, so
During the birth?
through the birth.
During the birth.
Okay, so
I'm scrolling my dice.
you will hear a massive storm outside, kind of brewing, as lightning strikes. The building kind of shakes just a tiny bit, enough that you could feel it. You know, when you're like up at a treehouse or something, you're like, "Oh, didn't realize it was going to sway this much."
Reassuring.
Yeah, and with that, the light appears above the hallway doorway, and the doors open.
Oh, I was like,
What does that
may
mean?
enter now.
Oh.
So dramatic. And the Thruple and Livia Bognak has returned. Yes.
Yeah. I was making my way to you guys. So.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
returned.
It's like, put that letter
So
down.
now we're all entering.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you when we're done with QB. I know we have a much bigger conversation to have right now, but Livia, we gotta talk. Anyway.
Understandable. It seems like you are a little more coherent than the last time I saw you, so I'm catching your drift.
I was
I'm
never incoherent. I was just ignorant, and that's a little. Anyway, no, we're talking about this later.
Sounds like we're talking about it now.
It does.
It's totally like that. It's totally fine. We have guests coming over. It's good. Like, let's just
Here, I can send message in our heads back and forth. We'll talk, babe.
Oh my god, you could do that?
Yeah, I'm a psycho.
You mean a psychic?
Okay, so
yeah,
what's the
that
order
one.
you're going into this hallway? Because if you remember from before, it's not very wide, so you're packed in like Pringles chips.
The Thruple will go first. Cleonile, myself, Mortenzel.
Okay. Who's next?
Me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take up the rear because
With
I'm
Nugs?
just like, yeah, I'm just like
You're-
talking
you're-
Livia's ear off as we walk up.
I don't have anybody, so I have to be in the middle.
All right. As you walk in, the door shut behind you. The lights go off. You feel the hallway start to move. Just like before, the two sides become like windows, and you can see into this bright room. There are different hallways moving. It's this big chasm that you've seen before, with the hallways jutting out of the windows, sliding in and out like Jenga pieces, and moving, so to speak. And in the middle is the sentient cube. Hallways continue to move out of the way. It looks like some big meeting has just finished. The whole hallway turns to the side, so you guys are on your side. And that window thing, that glass wall, completely disappears. So if you were to stand up, your heads would be poking out of the hallway, out of this hallway, so to speak. The sentient cube forms the man in the chair and says, "Congratulations, Livia, Penny, Bognak, Mortenzel, Cleonile, Nugs, and wherever Russ and B are. From the center of the shadow government and outward, we give our thanks. We are eternally grateful to your heroic acts. Please tell us what happened up in Amabeat."
Well, we handled the threat. We ran into Olivine. We ran into Olivine and Amabeat, and brokered a deal that involved a lot less people dying, even though a lot of people still died. But it results in us taking over, Olivine bowing out, and things moving forward. How we feeling? That's
And I cast guidance.
Ooh, thank you, Bognak.
Precisely what you were sent to do. Tomorrow
Correct.
there will be a big celebration for all of you.
Yeah.
You will be rewarded in stature, in gold, and anything else you could possibly need for your future stay at Mill West. Now that the great threat... Yes?
Excuse?
Yes?
No, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay. Now, after Cthulhu's death, we all can help rebuild this world. Penny, I feel like there's something you need to say.
That was Michael who cut you off. I was like, oh, he's not done speaking. Penny goes, well, I thank you for the place to stay, but we kind of did the thing. We could, I mean, well, I'm going to take the party, absolutely. But in this new deal, we kind of got to go start the new world, I guess, is the vibe.
Take over?
There's nothing to take over, is there? Everything's destroyed. We have to go set order, I guess. Olivine has this whole I want peace thing. And so we're like, okay, great. We will be wardens of peace.
Wait
so no one has to die.
Olivine is not dead?
Oh my god, I knew that was what you were doing.
No.
No one said he was dead in the first place.
That man cannot take damage. Did you figure out a way to solve that problem? Did I miss that part? Because I did figure out a way to solve that problem, so I solved the new problem, which was us all dying by not getting us all killed.
To be fair,
Except
I tried. He broke my sword. It was a
Literally.
very powerful sword.
Shattered.
What we saw was that you all, in the middle of a fight, trapped him within some sort of bubble, and then made him disappear.
He trapped us in the
Correct.
bubble. He trapped
us.
in the bubble.
Blew up Cthulhu and a bunch of people with his mind. We said, hey, what if you don't kill everyone and we make the world a little better? And he said, if you make the world good for children, super ambiguous, kind of creepy, but he did have a sad childhood from what I've heard. So let's not, I'm not going to press that on him. But if we can maintain this order, then he will sit in the Bastion Kingdom and he will watch us and he'll be chill.
Mm-hmm.
A world for safe children seems like an easy enough thing to maintain while everyone does what they want, because who wants to hurt children? No.
Olivine
Children make great
commissioned
warriors.
for Fatal to raise a monster that inevitably destroyed the world. I don't think we're going to take bargains with that. This is very unfortunate, but your work is not
Did you
over.
kill Fatal?
We did
Was
not
that
kill
you?
Fatal.
Oh, so that was us that killed Fatal.
Whoa, that's not what... How did you jump to that conclusion? We know we didn't kill Fatal. Oh,
They don't know that.
We might have.
stressed about... I'm worried about who took her out, honestly, because she's a big threat, and if... And Olivine thinks we took her out, and I didn't do it, I thought perhaps you did it. But if you didn't do it...
Oh no, I'm just saying that for hype.
Regardless,
that
our
now.
greatest threat
Okay.
is still alive.
And
So-
have you found a way to kill him?
We have not. We've never met him. We've only
Well,
seen from where you guys were.
Then I bought us a lot of time to figure out a way to kill him while we protect children, because this man cannot be hurt by damage, and until we figure that problem out, we just can't fight him.
Again,
I would love to.
He broke my sword, and he gave it to Weak. And that sword, you know
He's
the
upset about the
assemblers.
sword.
Yeah, that sword.
And me.
It was a good sword, okay. And the assemblers, I killed those guys real good with that sword. They were already dead, mind you. But you know that sword was good against them. It literally shattered. I cannot stress. I just broke.
We can provide more swords if swords are the issue.
It was the sword of Sol Proxys. That
sounds like an important name I remember from a history book.
That's
Yes.
a hard sword to come
Like
by.
the old king of the Bastion Kingdom, Sol Proxys.
Yeah, Sol Proxys. Yes. And it was his sword, and it just shattered against him. The only time I've ever seen something like that. No, never seen anything like that happen. I didn't drink the vial. But it's definitely bad, because that thing cut right through Zor like butter.
So what do you need to finish this job? Because if Olivine is still alive, none of us are safe.
Well, currently, we are safe as long as we make a world where children are safe under our
regime.
So what I suggest is we use that time while we keep children safe to keep children safe from a la motherfucking Bean by figuring out a way to kill him. But currently, as I currently stand in all my power, grace, and glory, I cannot do that. But what I have done is gotten his ear to get him to not kill us and give us all the control, and he will go sit in his house as long as we play nice, which is super easy to do. I did knock down a school once by playing nice.
The lights are going to go dark. You hear sound goes down, the hallways stop moving. Almost like emergency red lights come on. All you can hear is that raging storm outside.
The power went out.
Kind of like the power went out.
Did it kill the cube?
The cube is still floating.
Okay.
And the cube says to you, it is most important that we take out Olivine for Milwast's expansion across the material plane. Unfortunately, there is no room for a second ruler. If you are done, you can go explore the world as you like until we meet again, and we will be in good favor.
No.
And in that case, we will go take out Olivine. Or you can help us.
Can we have the party first and then decide after? It's been a very long time defeating Olivine the first time. If we have to decide if we're going to do it again.
Yeah, let's do that.
My back kind of hurts from carrying the plan, you know. I know you float and you give speeches.
You are more than welcome to relax and enjoy your day tomorrow until the party. But Milwast will not sleep until Olivine is defeated. Again, we thank you for your contributions, and you are now legends in the ears and minds of all Milwast citizens. But the job is not yet done.
24 hours, and the decision will be yours.
24 hours, and Olivine will be taken out by Milwast. Enjoy the rest of your night.
It sounds good. I'll see you in 24 hours to congratulate you on that. Or to give you an answer on how we can help you achieve that. Whatever. We'll see you then.
Very well.
Do you guys have the poison?
No.
No, that wasn't lost here.
Do you remember that?
Oh, that's what I say. So, he might have the poison.
All right, lights are going to come back on. B, Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh.
Good.
It's a 10.
You all hear as the lights cut back on. It's almost like a power surge. No, that's B screaming in the other room.
Fuck.
My screams literally shut it off and back on.
Russ turns from a snake back into himself. I can see the head B! Keep pushing! Oh my gosh, it's actually... Oh, this is a colossal disappointment. It's a dinosaur, but I'll still love this thing!
Fuck!
As you push... 1,
Rough
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The name of the
Russ
baby.
is going to stand up with this beautiful red-headed little baby and say, "Oh, look, B, it's a little honey boo-boo." B, you do not feel empty of a child. You are still having contractions right now.
Oh, there's more than one. She haven't heard.
Russ is like, there's more, B?
They're still coming! Fuck!
One of the wizard nurses tries to take Honey Boo Boo from Russ, and he almost bites her arm off. No, I'll do it with both! And he's going to help at the other side of the table. Everyone else is, I guess, leaving that hallway to go to their room or go explore. Anyways, whatever they're going to do...
I'm going back to B. I
Do we
feel
hear a
like
girl
I
in
know
contraction?
she's mid-birth.
Okay, yeah. You hear B. You know exactly where she went.
We're nosy.
Yeah, we're very nosy.
All right.
Last time she was screaming in another room, she was like looting a lot of gold or something. So maybe we don't. Maybe she just
It's
looting
either a
gold.
sex scene or she's given birth. Either way, I'm okay watching.
Bognak, you have to understand, B abandons us. We don't abandon B. It's just how these things work. She always rounds way back. She's always just easily distracted.
Chaos.
ADHD.
That's chaos. That's what we. Yeah.
Right. She was always there for me. She was there the first day. Let's go.
All right, you all bust into the room. Russ is holding a beautiful little red-headed girl, and B is still in labor.
I guess it would be a human baby. I was kind of expecting it to be not be.
What? Is that it? Is that what?
Not yet.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Sure, con save.
Con save.
You're making it worse for yourself.
Right.
12.
Girl.
Baby doesn't come out yet, but it's crowning. It's crowning. All right, with that, while you guys think about what the rest of you want to do, we'll take a quick 10-minute bathroom break. We'll take it a little early tonight.
Just about this baby.
All right, I'll see everybody back in 10 minutes. See you soon.
Bye. How many?
welcome back, everybody. In case you missed the first act of this episode, Bee had her first baby, Honey Boo Boo. It's a beautiful redhead little girl, but there's another one on the way. Everyone has just rushed into the room. Continue.
Continue thing.
Bee, don't sing the second one. Honey Boo Boo's such a bad name. Oh my god.
All right, Constitution saving throw.
She's like, can I cast Mending?
18.
Yeah, the baby is back in. Bee's holding this one in.
Bee, let it go!
You just fail it. Bee, just let it happen.
Cast Mending. I am dead.
Stop fighting for once in your life. Just stop fighting.
Just let loose, Bee.
She has a pillow in her mouth now, and she's like biting on a whole pillow as she's like gripping the like sides of her.
Trying to convince me not to fight.
At this point, Livia's like cast Mage Hand to like rub Bee's belly to like bring a little bit of comfort, like just on top.
Oh, fucking touch me!
It's not me. It's not me.
I'm putting a splint on Russ's other finger, the pinky that's broken, to try and get him ready for his...
As soon as you get close to Russ, he draws that hand back, holding one baby. I will smack the shit out of anybody that touches me or my baby right now. I will go ham!
Russ, your hand is broken! Your hand is broken, Russ!
I feel nothing but love.
I want to make sure
Russ,
you don't drop the baby!
It's okay, but give him your hand right now.
No!
Okay.
Okay, well, this is a lesson learned. You know what? He's got it. He's going to be a good father. V, can we do anything for you? A fresh pillow. Some hot water.
Shut the fuck up!
All right, so silence, everyone, please.
Shower her with gold,
Hey,
everybody.
no, shut the fuck
up! Russ is like, yeah!
Hey, shut up!
yeah, you shut up!
Spider-Man.
He just like leans forward. It's got like things in anime where they just like the lens flare flashes or like the flash on the glasses. It's just like that.
Yeah.
Penny is like
glare.
Penny's standing behind Baraka, and it's kind of just like having like a calming presence because she's like not kind of emoting right now. She's just kind of like being there to like herself is like calmly breathing, trying to emanate calm, but being just like watching what's happening. Because Anna kind of stressed as well, but she's like just watching B like. Could you,
Okay, B. As you look up at all your allies there, your boyfriend holding your baby, roll a Constitution
baby daddy.
Yeah, your baby daddy. Roll a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
I was about to say, can we give her
Disadvantage.
disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nat 1. On the
I was about to give her
second one.
disadvantage, honestly. So good.
Yeah.
Russ starts screaming as he goes down to the bottom with the wizards.
Twins.
And he holds up a boy with black hair that seems humanoid, but he's holding an egg.
Shut the fuck up.
There's a third.
Way.
There's a third one.
Russ says, "Oh my gosh, this one's beautiful. It's little baby." Get it? No, I'm not saying this.
What? Say it.
He
What is
just
it?
leans up with this baby. He goes,
Five.
"We got Honey Boo Boo and Mr. Worldwide."
The world will know. Honey Boo Boo.
Oh my god.
Well, glad.
But look, sweetheart, he's got an egg. We got a third baby. We gotta put this somewhere. We gotta got anywhere hot. I got it. I'll sit on it.
He just like groggily like leans up and he's talking like way too fast for her right now and is way too intense and she's like, what the fuck?
Don't worry, honey. We got 2 babies that, I'm not saying they're a disappointment, but they don't have scales. But then there's the one I'm sitting on. No, that's a keeper. They're all a keeper. I'm not talking about anything terrible. I wouldn't want to get rid of them. I'm so happy.
Don't say anything bad about them. Did you just see what the fuck I went through?
I know. I'm just,
Right?
no, I will love them equally. All 3 of them. I'm just saying one is a fucking dinosaur.
Oh my god.
So you're gonna love it more.
No, shut up, Livia.
You don't even know it's if it's a dinosaur yet. I mean, it probably is because Russ knows fucking everything, but like we don't know until it hatches.
I know the difference between a chicken egg and a dinosaur egg.
What is the difference?
Yeah, tell us.
One of them has a dinosaur in it, and one of them's got a chicken in it. Duh, wow, freaking idiots!
So insightful.
You know what? I can't argue that. But...
Yeah, that's logic right there if I ever heard it.
B is finally out of labor. The wizards are going to bring you water and, whatever you request, essentially.
Livia's like looking around like, should Russ be sitting on this egg? Like, is he suitable to hatch this thing?
I think I'm suitable. Why don't you come down and breathe on it with all that hot air,
because
Livia?
You're not the mother. Okay, father. That's all I'm saying.
Have heat in my ass, and that is all this egg needs.
No one was questioning the heat of your asshole, okay? Calm down.
Bognak's just gonna grab Livia at this point, just like kind of walk away. Like, have you ever seen like just the scoop up and just start walking away? So like, just let him have,
like,
this
still
one.
talking as like she's being like escorted away slowly.
just let him have this one.
Russ is gonna pass Honey Boo Boo and Mr. Worldwide up to B so that she can see her children.
Just kind of like looks at them, rocking them a little bit, and then goes, "So now what do I do with them?"
Well, you love them now, honey, and we raise them as a family.
Okay, I can do that, I think.
One of them just starts peeing all down your arm.
I'll just kind of like spit on her arm and like wipe it off just a little bit.
Russ
seems completely unfazed.
Russ gets up, holds the egg like under his armpit, not to crush or whatever, while puts his arm around you. And all our dreams really did come true, B.
It did.
If there's anything I learned from this, is that they're so easy to make.
Was pretty true. I mean, this repopulation and restarting of places all around doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard after all.
We could have babies in every major city in the world.
Oh, we have one thing left that stands between us before we can know that everything's okay, truly.
Oh, Livia.
Oh. Jesus Christ, Russ. Olivine.
Oh, yeah.
The little action.
Well, first, we need to take out this cube, bitch, and then bring the cube to him, and then suck him in the eye hole.
Okay.
So,
are they having this conversation
without us?
Like, we're at the
we're not there.
Yeah, to be fair, I carried Livia away.
It's just Penny and the throuple right now.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't let anybody have anything, can you, Livia? Bognak's having
Russ,
his moment.
Everybody's just standing there. No one said anything after I popped out 2 children and an egg. Penny and all of them are just like...
It's like, we're all frozen. What does she need? Be neutral. Fuck? Don't scare the bear.
So,
for this.
Penny, I think we'll give B a little bit of time, and then when she feels like she wants to hop off this table, we walk right up to that cube, and we kill it.
Well, I feel fine now, B says, as she stands up like holding 2.
Oh, that's reckless.
Babies.
Well, they planned this party for us and we've talked to QB, and we kind of gave him the whole rundown of what happened, and, we don't have a way to kill Olivine, but we can work with him, and he said, well, we're going to kill him tomorrow. And I asked if he had a new way to kill him, and he informed us that he did not have a new way to kill him, but he would be killing him tomorrow. And I said, well, then we'll give you 24 hours, and we will let you know if we want to help you destroy Olivine. But it sounds like they're just going to go get themselves killed, so I think we can just wait this one out, honestly.
Yeah.
But they're throwing us a party.
Wait. We can't have the cube go without us.
Why?
Because then Olivine's going to think we sent the cube, like that we helped the cube. And then Olivine's going to kill the cube and then kill us.
No, that won't happen. I covered that part.
Oh.
But we also could... so we could... Here's the thing. If we wanted to be... We could go with them to fight Olivine. And when we get there, not fight Olivine. And just give them the cube that way. Like, oh, let's go fight Olivine. Yeah, we're all gonna go do it. We're here to kill you. Actually, we're not here to kill you. You're here to be killed. Gotcha! It seems very villainous of us, I feel like.
Hey, all the guy said was to bring the cube. That could work.
That is true. But then also, you know, just polling the room, because I'm feeling kind of spicy. You had 3, 2, I'm gonna say 3. I'm feeling vibes of life in this one. The party, we could send an extra invite to a guy we know. That'd be a fun surprise.
Who?
Instead of bringing the cube... Come on, Russ. Instead of bringing the cube to our friend, we bring our friend to the cube, because we know that they can't hurt him. He's just gonna do whatever he wants to do anyway, and also, I kind of want to have a party. We've been fighting for so long, and we haven't partied since that time you got a tail bee, and I just kind of miss it.
Okay, then we party, and then tomorrow we send the invite.
No, but he comes to the party. So while we're partying, we party while...
That's like kind of a vibe killer, if you ask me.
Hey!
Bognak walks over with Livia at this point, just hand covering the mouth, and it's like, okay... We talked out our differences off screen. We don't have time for all this character development because in real world we only have a few hours left. So, but we've worked it out. We're friends again. But I'm just covering the mouth so they don't bad talk you, Russ. And now it's coming.
Someone needed to muzzle that animal.
Your kid's a dinosaur.
I don't see the connection. Oh, I almost dropped it.
Oh God! This is why I want to fix your hand. This is why I want to fix it. My hand's off your mouth, by the way, Livia. You're good. I'm just like still hugging you. It's like I just need to touch.
Noted. Okay.
Well,
I mean, I'm not really gonna talk a lot of shit, but I'll say some shit.
So if you want to party, I can watch the babies.
I mean,
feel like the baby should come to the party.
I feel like the party's kind of for the babies.
Right?
I think the babies can handle their own fucking shit, right? Let's make them duke it out right now. I mean, they got the Rager in it. Let's have a fucking baby fight. I got $10 on Mr. Worldwide.
Bognak starts covering Bee's mouth. He goes, shh.
Russ slaps your hand down. You let the nonsense flow, Boggy boy.
I thought I wasn't supposed to touch you or the baby.
I mean, now that they're here, I'm throwing ideas around. I mean, just think about it, at least for the future. At least when they can, like, toddle a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, when they can, like, swing a little bit.
Yeah.
About it.
I don't think they can swing right now. I mean, Mr. Worldwide has Honey Boo Boo's foot in his mouth.
Let's not mention this plan around our new friend. This just seems directly in conflict for what he wants.
And I don't want to bring my babies around if we're inviting a mass killer that can't die.
I mean, they're my babies. Just like
honestly, he might like them
rigged.
most. He's gonna like your babies because they'll be the first babies of the new world, and they helped bring in the new world because they were there. He does love babies, which is weird to say.
I don't know why I have this urge right now, but what do you feel like, Nugs?
Bognak just looks at Nugs. He doesn't know. He's just looking at him.
All head turn, like
I don't know, man. Are you asking me if I think it's cool if the babies fight? I don't fucking care.
Are you not going to tell me congratulations, Nugs? Wow.
I mean, yeah, congratulations, B, right?
Hot water.
I just met you guys like a few days ago. I mean, yeah, congratulations. The babies look healthy. Is that what you say?
Yeah. Okay. So, by the way, they took me to another room.
Like babies.
I got to know most of you guys. Olivia and I, we just hashed everything out. That's fine. How do I know Nugs? Who's Nugs? What is
childhood?
Nugs. Bognak. We grew up together on the strips of Wimding City.
So you knew my name was Bognak the whole time, yet you let them call me McLovin.
I mean, no lie, dude. You seem to like it.
I didn't know my name. What are you talking about right now?
I don't know, man. You sacrificed your whole memory to save the world. I didn't know like how much you wanted it. I mean, I was planning on telling you eventually.
It just
They give it up.
It just feels weird. It came from a little wizard girl before somebody I must have known before. We'll catch up later. We'll have a beer party tomorrow, and hopefully none of us have to remember the party, and we all make it out alive.
Of course.
And to my apparently before day one, and my day ones, and Livia, and Russ.
That's cool. Well, I'm gonna go grab some Z's because I'm pretty tired after that whole. After that whole thing. Sorry.
No, that was a character
That was
development.
not character development. I was like,
I was like,
I've got trench foot.
You scared the shit out of me because I thought he got the Esper poisoning or something and just was about to die. Triggered.
No, he just tells you he's gonna go get some sleep and leave, and one of the wizards will show him to their room.
Okay. We all going to bed, and so I'll just take.
I just gave birth to two children and an egg, so I would like to take a little snooze.
Yeah, B, if you need anything, just scream. We'll come running.
Is someone gonna stitch her up?
I don't think he would say that.
Oh, I thought that things like... Never mind. I don't know how childbirth
We're like
works.
magic. I feel like I have something that can like work around that. Like wild
I'm
shape.
a tree.
I don't know.
Wild shape.
Damn it!
Are you saying B has like a...
trap?
Never mind. Russ is like, everybody needs to leave.
Fucking snatch.
Oh. Really?
I'm thinking of writing a movie called Teeth.
I can't! Oh, great.
I love that.
Okay,
Snatched.
But yes, I will go to my private quarters with my two partners. So not private quarters.
Yes.
And we will take rest.
as it's our like charge to protect the children, I'll go to another side of the room, but I'll stay in the room with Russ and B, I guess. If that's a lot. Are you guys cool with that? Like, just to help keep watch? Like, I know you're both tired.
I think it'd be better if
them?
you slept outside the door to protect us if people come to the door.
I mean, look, man, as a fellow wizard, I know how they operate.
Wow,
they can just get in here if they want to get in here.
Okay, let me put this a different way. Do you want to watch me have sex with my girlfriend tonight?
I mean, that's in front of your children?
I was gonna put a warning in there, but I was like, surely he doesn't plan to have sex with her tonight.
How are you gonna have sex on top of the egg? Is my question.
I'm not. I plan to breathe hot air on the egg while I'm engaging in intercourse.
No, I thought it was gonna be Bognak's turn to sit on the egg. At that
Actually,
point.
better idea.
Penny will opt to take the egg, and all the babies, if y'all want to do that. I thought you were gonna go take a nap. We will take the children. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, as long as the children to watch.
I want my
wanna
children
be around
in.
you.
Let the boy watch. I want my children in the room. You can take the egg.
I'm casting warp on Mr. Worldwide, so I can just I'm just gonna hold this one.
I don't.
Hold this one.
Russ is about to kill you.
Did you just fucking use magic to move my baby?
You wanted to watch you have sex?
I didn't want to have to do this. He's gonna wild shape into a velociraptor and just like stand his ground and just start growling at you.
He's gonna go. Just give him the baby back.
You can take your baby back if I can't use magic on it. You're gonna have to come get it, Russ, and you can't take it like that. I mean, I guess you could.
Across the room.
Don't hurt her.
Little
Russ.
velociraptor
Take the
baby. Little arms.
Your baby isn't scarred by watching you fornicate with your wife on the day of its consumption.
Bognak's gonna lean over to Penny and be like, I don't even really want to watch these babies anymore. They might be better off. Let's just get out of here. Like, I don't know.
Definitely not better.
You know what? Like,
She's flashback. She's like, childhood trauma.
This is the same thing that made Olivine, and this is the same thing he's against, and so he'll deal with this when he gets here, I guess. And we're just gonna leave this room.
So you don't need someone to watch these kids. They will just be watching you. You're good with all three of them?
Russ changes
Russ.
back. You can take the egg, Bognak, but be gentle. If you kill my child, I'll kill everyone you love. After I remind you who that is.
Okay. There you go. Ooh, Russ.
Well, it does include. I think it does include B.
Good.
That was good.
Russ.
That was a good villainous threat, but that does include B. Because I think I loved her, like, platonically.
I will stop at B.
Okay.
So that's at least 2 people.
Christ. Livia just went through a whole spiritual moment listening to everything that just went down. I can't express what happened within my body listening to everything, but yeah.
We are halfway through this session. We are halfway through.
Just three babies. Just 3 babies.
Yeah, just 3 babies.
We can pull the Attack on Titan and do a season finale part 2. Season finale part 2. Episode 1. Episode 2 of part 2.
How'd the finale go? Well, you don't want to know. Act 2 was kind of weird.
The campaign has turned into wife swap, and we don't understand.
Russ is gonna hold the door open.
So, alright, are we watching the egg or are we not watching the egg? I just need to know canonically.
We're watching the egg.
We're watching the egg, yes.
Russ is going to hand you the egg.
So,
Did we cook it?
Honey
I
was
swear
also
to
watching you have sex?
Do not let Livia come near my egg.
I'm pretty good at baking, Russ. You could say I'm good with eggs.
That's, you know what, that's more, I got it. I'll take it. I don't want to have this. This feels like a lot of responsibility.
I can take care of it if you want, but
Yeah, I'll give you.
I can hear you
that
guys
right,
still.
I can
hear you guys.
I'm trying to get consent, Russ. Russ, can I take care of your egg, baby?
Yes, I trust you more than those 2.
That makes sense.
That's fair.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
That's a smart move. I'm not.
Russ starts taking off his shirt. Now get out!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Penny says a prayer for those 2 babies that are staying in that room, and she's like, let's go.
I just keep rolling the dice, hoping for a soundproofing spell. Just can I ask for a light snow?
Suddenly, the same childbirth noises start up again.
Wow.
Except it's that jangling of coins for some reason. So,
Except Russ is also making the same noises.
Is my room sleeping in another tower? Is it somewhere else?
Get out, Bognak!
It's gotta be somewhere else.
You have one of those small towers that gets big.
Russ,
that'd be a great place.
It's in here! It's in
It's a good. The grower towers, please.
Alright, Russ slams the door shut. You all are at least outside of the room. My god.
Oh my gosh.
God, think whatever God is in this room.
Penny takes this egg with the thruple and she starts walking to her room and she's just unsurprised but also unamused. She's just like,
Penny?
how did I make this far? How did I make it this far?
Bonnet's gonna stand outside the door. Penny?
Yeah.
Not Penny.
Yes.
Yeah, are you guys gonna be doing the same thing? Can I hang out with you guys? I just don't want to be alone tonight, okay? It's been a long day.
The same thing that they're doing. I didn't know what you meant.
I'm getting some sleep.
Yeah, no,
Go hang out with Livia.
we are tired, so we will not be fornicating, but you can come rest in our room if you would like.
Yeah, I don't want my. I don't need space right now.
He looks at the other 2 consensually.
Yeah. And Nugs and Livia, you guys have a great night. I'm just trying to get Nugs, you know, like.
Okay.
You trying to get Nugs to what?
I'm just trying to take care of Nugs, you know.
Livia's gonna cast mislead.
We about to get that good. That
Livia and Nugs romance arc right at the end.
That's
look, baked nugs. Come on, that's just.
You didn't know you needed it.
This is the loosest we've ever played, I guess, or the tightest we've ever played this game.
Speak for yourself.
I can't even look at my
here to
screen.
play the game.
Okay, you all are in your rooms. Are you taking a rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tight or not tight, we're taking a rest.
Shut up.
All right.
Bognak, before he goes to bed, cast Alert Vigil on Nugs, so he stays up all night.
Ooh! You making sure Nugs stays up all night? Okay. Alright. Okay.
I am thriving.
That is honestly the wingman of the century would be Bognak.
Yeah.
Nugs, roll a performance check.
Literally.
Oh, fuck. I also
Perform,
cast
babe.
guidance.
Okay,
Honestly,
now...
Penny sees this and understands what's happening. She's into it. Bardic
We're
inspiration
all
going to Nugs.
watching. We're all
We're gonna Bardic inspiration. We're hyping him up. We're like, yes, Nugs.
Lydia's
Alright.
like writing in her journal. She's like, I've never seen this before in person, at least.
Bognak, roll a performance check as Nugs, and you have advantage.
We all know it's happening.
Oh,
And a 5 from the
I'm
Bardic.
actually surprised that
I rolled
hasn't
it for you.
happened sooner.
Yeah, and an
God.
extra 5.
I need to finish Elite soon.
With advantage?
With two fours.
Damn, we
Before
cried.
guidance.
It's like a 44, right?
I rolled
them
44.
together.
Oh yeah, it's rolling 1 on 44. What's his charisma? Okay, he's a 10. He's a 10.
You got 5 from the
Oh.
Bardic, so 15.
Out of 20.
Oh, and actually, so 15. 15 out of 20.
Okay,
is the bar.
alright, yeah. 15.
Okay,
Save the
he's-
that's a better performance.
It took him a while to get into it. It's been a long time for him, but he got some moves.
Oh, wow.
You are satisfied.
This is...
Now roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Ah!
He's from the streets, girl. He's from the streets.
She from hell, so I guess they make.
That's
Sterilize.
an accurate statement on, yeah, everything.
All right, con save, Livia.
For me, am
Yeah.
I taking it?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's see. Do I want good constitution right now? I don't know what type of mood I'm in. 16?
Yeah, you're healthy. You're good.
Okay.
No
I think
babies.
I think that was a
No diseases.
clearness.
Hey.
Oh.
Not a pregnancy check.
It was both, depending on the
What you
number.
get.
All right. So you all rest in the night. What's everybody's passive perceptions?
Oh.
I knew that. shit would happen.
18.
18.
15.
Low. 13's the highest, I think, for the.
It's a flat. It's a 10 for. It's a 10.
All right, who got the highest?
Me. 18.
18.
Damn it!
So you're the only one that wakes up because
I
there
saw
is a
second.
huge explosion that happened somewhere. The whole building kind of shook a little bit.
Ooh.
But didn't even wake up Nugs. What would you like to do?
Is there like a window to see something out of?
No. Yes, you have an ocean view
already
window.
awake.
I have an
Nugs
ocean
was
view
awake
window.
because of what Bognak cast on him.
Oh, that's true. Nugs
He
is
didn't need to
alert.
sleep. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, Nugs.
I was
But
in
he
that
didn't.
summer
He
camp.
didn't
Good
hear the explosion or anything.
Nugs, did you not hear that?
No. What?
He was in it.
There was a. This wasn't. I don't mean this as like a weird metaphor, but there was an explosion that happened.
Yeah, there was.
It wasn't. No, because that wasn't me exploding. That was just, little tip of the iceberg. You didn't get the full flood, babe. This isn't Noah's Ark right now. Okay? Yeah,
I
but there was an explosion that happened somewhere within our perimeter that I just felt.
He kind of puts his head down. Like, if you want to leave, I understand. It's.
Oh no, it's not that it was bad. You threw it down perfectly, if I do say so myself.
I've never
You've never thrown it down?
like that.
I believe that because that was good.
Okay.
I didn't peg you for that in the beginning, but
When should I go check on the explosion?
yeah.
Okay, but you don't go anywhere, okay? 'Cause
I'm
when I get
lost.
back, I have an explosion of my own.
Fine.
I'll be right back. Do you want anything while I'm out?
No, just think about me.
Hey, you're beautiful.
Oh, stop, go.
He just kind of shuts the door. Stop.
And that's the last you ever heard of Nugs.
Bye.
About 30 minutes passes. He does not come back to the room.
Oh, he's dead. Okay, so I go and I let Bognak know that Nugs went to die in my honor.
It's about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
No, we're all in the same room. Oh god.
Oh my god! What'd you do to him?
I did gorilla grip, and
Oh,
he had
no.
to go check on the explosion that I felt outside.
You
Because there was an
felt-
explosion. Yeah, it happened like 45 minutes ago.
Oh my
You
god!
know.
He sent him by himself to check on an explosion.
I mean, he's a big, strong man.
Why did I
right?
send him with you? No, he's just a guy. He's a kid. He's a child.
Oh, he didn't throw it down like your average man. Is all I gotta say.
He's like maybe 19 years old. He is young.
Yeah, based off stamina, I would say so as well, but not in age.
It's not the time for that. His stamina's down. It's 0. He's down. Oh my god! And Bognak's gonna like run out. Has it been long enough while resting to attune to this new hammer from Zorg?
Yes. Zor, yeah.
Bognak talking about he's young. I was 17 and pregnant.
I was 15.
Livia.
Yes, bitch, you was.
All right, Bognak,
Oh,
as
God.
you rush out down the hallways with your new hammer in hand, you see
Yeah, I guess I felt
a wizard is laying on the ground in a puddle of blood, and another wizard is over top of him eating his stomach out.
Oh.
As you get closer, he just lifts up his head, full zombified. Not eyes
that's
rolled back
new.
like Cthulhu.
Oh, fuck you, Wizard Greg, and I just smash him in the head. Let's go to...
That's fair.
Roll the damage.
What in the
I don't know what this hammer does. What's my plus to hit?
What's the damage you get from a thrown item?
Oh,
Whatever it is, you just add 3d8 lightning damage on top of it.
oh, Jesus Christ, okay.
And
Okay.
you can use your bonus action to call back the hammer.
Ooh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Also, I gave Livia those gloves in the time we were off screen.
Okay.
Hell no.
Also, if you recall the hammer, whoever is in line with you in that hammer, it will hit everyone in that line.
Ooh, okay. So that's only 9 from the hammer. Is the hammer bludgeoning damage?
It is. And nobody can pick up the hammer unless you're unattuned to it or die, which unattunes you.
Kill Bognak. Take the hammer. I'm sorry, what?
Okay, that's real bad rolls. But that's still 26
Dead.
damage?
You bash into the zombie's head, it falls to the ground dead. He's dead, and the wizard he was eating is dead. And as there's silence, you can hear just a battle going on in another room.
Bognak, you were in the room with us, right? You stayed
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, I just yelled, Penny!
Yeah, as you run out, we see the lightning. We're like, oh god. Alright. We pop up, and we go into the hallway and we start investigating what's happening. Yeah. Oh, and Mortenzau has the egg. I guess we have to keep this egg with us. We're protecting the egg.
Yeah.
Mortenzau has the egg, just so we know where canonically the egg is. Mortenzau
Okay.
has it. He has the egg.
Would
Gotcha.
it be safe to
and-
keep it in the bag of holding?
Are you
Is
kidding
an
me?
egg gonna be okay in a bag of holding?
No!
No, I don't think so. Mortenzau's gonna keep it because he can keep it warm with his hands.
Well, you can
But
wrap it up.
That's
That's
too
what
much
should have
trouble.
happened in the first place, and there would be no egg. But
Yeah, so Mortenzau reaches out and he touches Penny's shoulder, and he took his 3rd level in fighter in Rune Knight, and he places a runic symbol of a cloud on her, and he places a stone symbol on himself. After a long rest, he can do 2. That's what he does. Boop boop, and his baby, and we're like, "What's happening?"
beautiful.
Scooby-Doo moment. What's happening out in the hallway? Bognak and a zombie. The fuck?
I don't know, but I don't think that storm was a good thing. I don't think our friend waited for us to take care of business.
Wait, Cthulhu's dead. Why are zombies?
It was a different
That one-
zombie. It
No,
looked like-
Bognak. No, Bognak. No, Bognak. Not new. All right. Penny breathes. She's like,
Oh.
okay, no problem.
What are you telling me for? I didn't make the zombies, did I?
I think she's just upset that there's a new kind of zombie for us to deal with. Is all.
This stress is not for you. It's just stress, and you're there. Whew. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna.
Oh, Nugs is probably dead, Penny. I think I killed him.
Oh
you
no!
Weren't supposed to fuck him. You weren't supposed to kill him.
One thing leads to another with me, you know.
Black Widow, baby.
Okay, well.
More like a praying mantis.
Did you kill him? Like he used you?
Oh no, I didn't do it. He did it in my honor.
Did he die a virgin?
Go investigate oh, definitely not. But he went to go investigate an explosion that happened outside that I felt up in my heebie-jeebies, you know.
And you sent the child alone.
Well, I didn't realize he was a child after the pipe that was laid in our house, like foundation.
That is great. So. We just gotta not let the. That's fine. I feel like he's just a guy, but you know.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
He had at least like one Molotov cocktail left. We'll see what happens with that.
We're gonna head towards the chaos.
Okay.
We head towards the chaos.
Should we head towards the cube? Towards the cube? Could that help us?
Well, they're one and the same. As you go down the hallways and get around to that room that leads into the hallway, there's dead wizards everywhere. And that hallway, the light is lit on. And as the doorway is open, it's kind of like broken, and it's already sideways.
Have they all been, like...
Some of them.
What the fuck is going on? Yeah,
I have no idea.
I'm super stressed at walking down the hallway. Didn't know we were gonna switch to a horror theme, so yeah.
I'm definitely doing it stealthily, moving through here.
Should we get B and Russ?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we should get B and Russ.
I look at Livia. Can you?
Oh, should I go get B? I'll go get B and Russ.
Yeah, you get B and Russ, and we'll stay with the egg.
Oh. There's a spell for that. You can just use. Oh, I was like, where he go?
I had to throw my cat out of the room because she's insane.
I said commit to the bit. Just get it. I'll be back.
It was great timing.
Just runs to Georgia real quick.
Right, yeah.
Literally. Yeah,
let her
so
know,
I will go do that. I will go get B and Russ and alert them
to the
situation.
The door is locked.
Yeah, I'm picking that shit.
Okay, you pick the door, open it. Russ is like on the table snoring, fully nude.
That's unsettling, to say the least.
Where is B?
Yeah. Is B?
You said there was a bed in there, right?
No, this was the pregnancy room. It was just that table.
The pregnancy room, it was just the table. I feel like she's underneath the table, like sideways.
Okay.
On the floor.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna wake
cradled
B
in
up.
each arm, sleeping.
Okay.
I'm gonna go gently, just like caress B's head and like wake her up and be like, "Hey B, there's a lot of crazy fuck shit happening outside right now, and I'm gonna need you to wake up. You know, just gently, because you're holding some babies. But you know, I just wanted to let you know."
Kind of like sit up slowly and goes, "It's always something, isn't it?"
It
and,
is.
Like punches the table above her so hard that it like jumps off the ground a little bit and then goes, "Russ, time to go."
Where's my babies? Where's my babies?
Right here. Here's one, and she like tosses.
Russ, don't act concerned about the babies now. Don't.
Where's my other baby?
What other baby?
Don't start with me, you witch. Where's my egg?
Oh, your egg? I don't have that shit. Morton's all has that shit. You think I want to carry your little fucking fungus around?
I swear to God, I'm just gonna leave the room butt-ass naked holding Honey Boo Boo. Fuck Martin's out. Martin's out! It's like stepping over dead zombie bodies. Stepping over wizards. Martin's out, where's my fucking child?
Oh God, these kids are already scarred. Bognak takes off Wizard Greg's robe, dead Wizard Greg, and just puts it on Russ. And he's like, "There you go." That's
yeah, because Russ is still naked.
Yeah, I mean, Morton's out. If he catches up to us, Morton's out is just holding the egg. He has his hands a little heated, and he's just kind of like, he's holding it right here.
Yeah, I'll take that. He's gonna put it under his arm and notice the wizards for the first time. Guy's always making a fucking mess wherever you go.
We didn't do this, you little asshole.
Where's your other one?
He's gonna turn around and walk back to the room. Me, I think you may need your help. I'll watch the children.
Oh, he just wanted an excuse to not be here. Okay, great. Bye, Russ. Oh, those zombies attack.
Isn't he the one with the eye that sucks things? Shouldn't we bring him? Like, that seems like a good plan.
Okay,
Yeah, well,
B,
he's being
you
a
watch
little
the babies,
bitch right
and I'll
now.
go. Somebody's got to watch the babies, okay? They're babies.
I'll watch the babies. It's fine.
Can't we just like put them in the bag of holding?
No, can we put you in a bag of holding?
An egg would be fine in the bag of holding, I argue. But babies, no.
Do you know what's in a bag of holding, Bognak and Livia? A bunch of nothing.
No, because I don't know your inventory.
I swear.
Have you been in a bag of holding before?
I feel like being here is like being in a bag of holding. A bunch of nothing with chaos all around me.
Oh, well, in
Is that
other
a
words,
metaphor for the
try
stream
crawling
right
into
now?
a bag of holding and leave us the fuck alone.
Oh my god. Here, take Honey Boo Boo, sweetheart. Here you go. Take Honey Boo Boo. And here's the one we haven't named yet. Also, we should come up with a
Your
name.
favorite.
I thought it was Mr. Worldwide.
No, that's the black-haired baby boy. I'm talking about the egg. Maybe we should wait till it
Oh.
hatches.
It's just the favorite. Let's call it the favorite.
Let's call it the favorite for
Fine.
now. All right, so B's gonna stay behind and watch the kids. All right, Russ is gonna come in with his like wizard cloak on. All right, what are we doing? Who do I need to fuck up now?
We have no idea. We don't. They're zombies,
Yeah.
but not Cthulhu zombies.
We haven't gotten there yet.
But we persist on now that we've quelled the baby drama.
Okay.
I say we all proceed. Carry just a dead wizard in front of you down the hallway.
Why?
Meat shields.
I'm just gonna sneak.
Yeah, we could just
That's-
sneak.
I'm gonna let you walk in front.
I'm
Fair.
Yeah, you guys walk in
All right,
front.
stealth
and I'll
checks.
come- That's what I'm going in the very back. I'll catch up to you guys.
No, we like Bognak and then Micho go for
30.
like you do that plan.
Russ
No,
is gonna cast Pass Without a Trace, so everybody add 10.
Oh.
Oh,
40.
Your
God.
rest being helpful. Gotta sneeze.
I rolled a 24 thanks to Russ.
All right, clean out Morton's out.
Morton's out got a stealth 18 minus 3, 15.
Okay.
Cleonile got what is this? Stealth 16 plus 3, 19. Penny got a 31.
All right, so everyone's pretty stealthy.
Yeah.
You
Damn.
walk around those
They wrote
corners
that.
to that same room with the hallway, and you see Olivine getting into one of those hallways with like 4 zombie wizards behind him, and that hallway door shuts.
Oh.
The ones that go into the big room.
Yeah. So we see that.
I guess we're on their side here, and Olivine's won,
Oh.
so let's just go back them up.
Well, this kind of just sped everything up. I guess we didn't have to call him to come.
Yeah, that was our plan. Maybe he was
Yeah.
watching. I mean, he seems kind of all-seeing.
Yeah, he seems a little preoccupied.
And we left the babies with their moms safely, so if he gets weird about kids, we got an ace in the hole.
We just got a main player advantage from Michelangelo.
All
Thank
right.
you, Michelangelo.
Oh, I need to roll a d8 for that. For you
Yeah.
4, it goes to Bognak.
Ooh, Boggy. What's
Hell
that?
yeah.
Oh God, I hate when it goes to me.
Why?
Yeah, I think Penny's gonna keep advancing forward, but she's gonna cast Sending to Olivine and say, we're in Mill West. We see you. Are these your zombies? What's happening? But here if you need us. Following behind. And then she sends that. He has 25 words to respond, but she's also in perpetual motion.
I apologize. I've overestimated you. And the squad. You're weak. I will do this myself. You should run. Because when I'm done, you're next. Oh, I got one
Penny keeps-
word. Surprise.
Penny keeps moving forward, not breaking her stride. She kind of like cocks her head to the side. We're killing Olivine, and he's gonna try to kill us. So, stay on your toes because it's graduation day. And she
Bognak grabs a second body in front of him. He's just walking with two of them. He's like, "Yep." If he needs heads to pop.
All right, you get to the hallway where the door is shut. It's the one with the light above it. You know, it enters that big room. That's the room he went into. It stops here.
Where the cube is at too?
I remember this one. Hold on. Barrel horn.
But
Bognak.
Penny, as Penny's walking forward, she will cast another sending to B. She says, Olivine is here, planning to kill us. We are fighting him. Protect the kids. That is all.
He just sends back, fuck.
You can just feel, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
The Barrel Horn House motto.
Fuck.
But this door is not opening? Is that what the problem is? We're standing at this door? Penny's like sending
the door is shut,
like,
yeah.
Oh, no. I mean, can't we just open the door? Have we really ever tried just opening a door? I don't think we have. So actually, Livia's just gonna try and open the door.
So they're like metal, like elevator doors. So as you put your hands through, you very easily can pry them open. But the hallway that's in front of you is sideways, and the wall is gone. You know, like it is when you guys are in there sometimes.
Oh, I don't like that.
And as you look in, you just see Olivine jump out of the hallway into that room where the lights are flickering.
Oh, gross.
And you notice on the ground dead nugs in that hallway on the floor.
Oh, not that. Oh. Is he like dead?
He's like,
Oh, so he's pretty dead.
I grab Bognak and I look at him. Penny grabs him with one hand and she looks at him in the face and she goes, Bognak, once upon a time, the Bognak I knew could look at people and learn things about them. Do you know anything useful about Olivine? Because we need to kill him. I need you to concentrate. I need you to think. And she slaps him. She's like, focus! Be the Bognak I know you are. What do you got?
Do I know anything about Olivine? And what Penny is referring to, which MJ Cavili reminded me about as a player earlier, is my fighter trait, Know Your Enemy. So you know their AC, you know their health, and you know their levels if you have studied them for a minute. So if you're a kind and generous DM, can we count the minute of when we were in the dome giving the speech from before? It's just like
you yelled at us a lot.
yes, I will count that, but I don't know if you want this information.
I don't.
Oh, we do.
Armor class is 32. HP is 1,467. And what else did you need to know?
Levels?
That you do not know.
Insurmountable.
Because there's something you don't understand. It's not as discernible when you're investigating someone as your ability says it is, because that ability is used to looking at someone and being like, oh, they've got the stance of a fighter, or they've got the technique of a wizard. They've got something I can discern from who they are. They are so incredibly powerful, and nothing about them looks like the amount of power that they have. The one thing you can possibly remember, let's see if you can, roll a history check.
With that advantage.
I do have a main player advantage.
Ooh, make it good, baby.
I was hoping to save this. I do have a -1 to history.
Fuck.
That's a natural 20 out the gate. That's a natural 20.
Oh yeah.
That is.
He must
I
be
can't
some
reroll that.
sort of cleric, because he is connected to a god. Directly connected to a god.
Not he working with deities.
He's got strong power from his deity.
So we gotta kill a god.
I mean, we don't have to kill the god, but we gotta kill him, and he's pretty close.
Do you think we could scare him?
I
don't know if
say
we can
just
kill
get him in
We think we
range
can
and I suck
scare
him off.
Well,
You sound like you. How many times have you done this, Russ? Like
I did it one time to my family. It's not difficult. You just pull it off and it sucks.
Whoa! Keep that shit closed.
No, I'm miming it. I didn't really do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, but like, where does the shit go that goes in your hole?
I don't know. When it goes into my hole, it never comes back.
So you're just like a bottomless hole.
I guess so. That or my family's in my appendix somewhere. I don't know.
I'm fucking dead.
Could it be interdimensional? Could it be another dimension? Like,
I mean, sure, but I mean, where to? It's not like he can then just crawl back. But then again, that might be nice to send him off before he comes back. Then we can plot. I don't know, but
I mean,
either way, it sounds good. I just need to suck him
Russ
up.
that ends up dying if he comes back. So, is it really like a lose-lose?
I think we need to. Also, he needs to. He doesn't have any sort of reason to value us as foes because he doesn't take damage. He works with gods. Nepotism. It's fine.
But we're not going to be able to hit him. Like, I'm just going to tell you now, we can't hit him, we can't kill him in hits.
Yeah, Russ is going to have to suck him off.
Well, technically, you did hit him with the sword.
And it did not go good.
No, it didn't.
Penny raises her hand and she goes, but what if we can make him feel pain?
How are you going to make him feel pain?
I didn't ask you to ask questions like that. I said, what if we could make him feel pain?
Then...
A boy who's never like felt anything before.
Emotional pain.
And then he's suck him off. I would love to like make him feel something for the first time and then him get sucked off into another dimension so he could just like think about it and just know that like it was me that did it.
Yeah,
I think that's like really just like dramatic.
I definitely get off on that a lot more.
And I don't and I've never talked about it, so I don't know because he's always they're always watching, so you got to keep your shit to yourself.
No,
the voice in my head told me
fair.
that. Thank you, Queenie.
I mean, if you can get shit done, bitch, I will help you.
Penny. Good.
I don't. I just mean maybe we convince him one more time to our side. I mean, like,
I don't
what do we
think
do?
there's
What do we
any
even do
talking to
wrong?
This motherfucker.
He seemed pretty certain that we are trash because we didn't come in here and I guess kill him fast enough. He said a week and then it was like 5 seconds. Time might be weird for him because
we wanted to party and he can't handle a party.
I'm tired of fighting. It was just a simple request. But anyways, I think perhaps Bognak has rubbed off on me and my self-sacrifice may come out. But for us, if I could give you the signal, perhaps, which I think you may be able to take when he says "ow," perhaps we can shock and awe him, or shock and blow. I don't know what.
So suck him off after he says "ow."
Yeah, after you see me make a face that he looks like he should say "ow," and if I make a face that says "wow," either way, do the thing. You'll know. Look for my O face. It'll either be yay or ooh, but.
Okay, alright, I got this.
And this is for B. And the babies. So do what you have to do. Oliver can't live.
Not on my watch.
And she looks around. She looks at Morton's Owl and Clean Owl. Said, well, I'm happy we got to celebrate because this might be the end of us. But we did it. We still changed the world. And we're going to do it again. And she kind of like gets herself together. And I guess she's like, I don't know, she's like, she can't enter this doorway, so she's kind of just like sitting there like thinking, but she's like kind of like trying to get ready in her brain. But yeah.
Alright, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins! And Bognak just charged through with his door ram.
Alright, he busts the elevator doors into the hallway. The hallway is sideways, so he immediately hits his head at the top of it before he has to duck. But then you kind of charge to the hallway, and you see the sentient cube has formed a giant like chair floating in the sky, and Olivine is just sitting on the chair, and he's just laughing. You guys are ridiculous.
He's on the cube?
Yes, he is sitting on the cube.
That's funny. I like that.
I do too.
Because I have a head, he can't pop it?
You guys just don't give up, do you?
No.
So what's your plan?
Can he hear us?
You think my generosity of letting you take out one of my foes and bring them to me is the same as you telling them my motivations and where I am and then sending them after me in the middle of the night?
We didn't do that.
Then why did they show up to my doorstep last night?
'Cause they're fucking stupid.
Knowing everything that they knew. Everything I told you in private.
Well, you see, they were gonna throw a party for us tomorrow. We just wanted to relish in the party. We were gonna invite you to the party. We didn't know they were gonna go and attack you so soon. But we were gonna invite you to the party so that you could then do what you're doing now and just fucking demolish them. It was our way of bringing the cube to you by, essentially getting them vulnerable and giving you the opportunity to just do an automatic wipeout. Like, how easy is that?
Persuasion check.
$24.
Interesting. Let's take a quick 10-minute bathroom break.
10-minute bathroom break.
We will be right back. See everybody soon.
Oop.
Welcome back, everybody, to Act 3 of the season finale of Dragontooth Academy. The squad has just noticed a trail of dead wizards and have walked into the Shadow Government's lair to find Olivine is sitting on the sentient cube. Livia has just rolled a persuasion check, a very successful persuasion check, to persuade Olivine that this was all part of their plan. Tell the sentient cube where Olivine was and deliver the cube right to Olivine. He sits on his throne. I mean, that is a very smart thing. You don't have to be anywhere near it while I take them out. Unfortunately, they didn't bring the cube. They brought a bunch of weak little wizards. So I don't think it was a very good plan.
Oh no, but I'm sure it was still no match for yourself, for those weak little wizards, as you say.
I really tried to gaslight him. I was like, you can't do it. It's going to take all your effort. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to go, and I'm going to do it in 24 hours. And I was like, yeah, go do it. And you're so going to win. They can't hurt you. You're gonna. And I was like, this will be so easy. Also, I was curious to know if the cube could actually move. And it seems like it is stuck in that position. That was a problem I was worried about.
Yeah.
But
we found that out because you're sitting on it.
A throne is a better place than a footstool, I guess.
And
it's kind of sad he can't leave.
I mean, yeah, you gotta. Honestly, this seems like a much better seat. You can see everything from here that the cube could.
You see, what I think you all lack is fear. You're not really afraid of anything. You charge right into every situation. Cussing, swinging. That could be a good thing, but I see that as a bad thing. A healthy dose of fear is good for you. Makes you alert. Yes, Penny.
Correction, we are not without fear. We learn to, as the adults told us, get the fuck over it and get it done. And so we do. We can be scared, terrified, horny, funny, but at the end of the day, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get the thing done. We took down to school being fearless, full of fear. Bognak been scared every day since I met that boy, but he keeps throwing himself at things over and over and over again, and truly admirable. But
I
also,
don't know what you're talking about. As I put the door ram I used to bust open the door behind my back.
He's gone through more seasons than I have, and I'm a literal tree person. Livia is born in the fire, full of fear. From a cult, left the cult. I do carry myself with a bit of ego because fear taught me one thing. That's what I don't like. Things I'm afraid of, I should learn about. Things I'm afraid of, why am I afraid of them? And I figure it out. I want to know what goes bump in the night because I want to know if I can go bump harder or if I need to move. It's better to just learn about things than to be afraid of them. And the only way to learn about things that you're afraid of is to go out there and experience them. Get it done. Which is hard to do locked in towers, as some might say with the cube's problem, or princes and kings. They stay inside their houses and watch things and make judgments, but they don't use that knowledge to experience much. And I do say, I've said this before to you, listening to all the voices in your head when you are afraid, but you have to kind of get over it because what are they saying? Why are they saying it? How can I help them? It's sometimes better than just telling them all to shut up. I did that. It just kind of comes back to fuck you. So instead, you just educate them. This chaotic group of mine has been a ragamuffin group since I met them. But hey, they're still here. Livia's a little new, but we had it. They're still here, and they show every day that they can do anything with fear, because you just need a little motivation to get things done. And escaping a school that wants to kill you, good motivation. The world ending, good motivation. Honestly, protecting the kids is pretty good motivation. How people want to go about that seems a little problematic, as I had with the last world order, which is why I had to fix that. And thank you for that. Fatale was extremely useful. A little, as you say, not full of fear. She liked to instill that in us, but she didn't take her own lessons. And she should have, because then she might still be alive. And I would like to say, though I did want to kill her, I did not. And I do not know who it was. But that is very interesting, because I really thought she was with you this whole time, and I'm not getting into it. That is all I have to say. Thank you.
Anyone else?
You can't follow that. What?
Right.
Hey.
Okay, so I ask you now, how do you think this is going to play out? You gonna fight me?
We would like not to.
Because after I'm done with this place, we'll be the only ones standing.
That's
Can we just
The
stay
kind of the
standing like
agreement-
we are now?
that is the agreement we had before. Was to be
Yeah.
you and us changing this world for the children.
I never wanted to fight you. I mean, since I've met you, I've not disagreed with the thing you said.
Yeah, I
No?
also would like to not fight you. You just seem really intent on fighting us, is what I should say.
Yeah.
I feel very defensive. I would like to not fight you as well. Again,
because,
I think
I mean-
supporting the children is good. I had a bad childhood, that's how I got here, and I just, destroyed it and started over. Seems like, we're
if
doing the same thing.
anything, we just went about trying to get to the cube to you in a villainous way, which I think should be expected out of everyone that attended a villain school.
It was also the easiest way, like,
Yeah, I mean, we've all learned it's so easy to manipulate the naive, and we both know that, like, I mean, look at the situation right now. You're sitting on the cube, naive. Naivete at its finest. And we
And
saw
also we
that
told
just
them.
as you. Yeah, we did.
we
told
said, hey,
them.
we can have this world order, and they said, Olivine will not stand in our way, and we will not have this, and I said, okay, well then die. And then I got out of the way, and I watched idiots do what idiots do. Run
And
into fights
here we
they
are
can't
in
win.
this situation because of that.
I guess at the end of the day, if I could say something, I don't think you spared our lives. You spared us in your massacre because you didn't believe in us. In fact, I think you believed in us. I think you believed in somebody. You found somebody you could connect with in this world for the first time in a long time. And, well, we're still here. And you could have fixed that the minute we met you. You could have fixed that in our sleep. And yet you didn't, for a reason. And I think you wanted to hear us out one more time. And we don't disagree with anything you gotta say. I know I don't.
No, yeah, the world you grew up in sucked, that's why I broke it. Like, fuck that. That's why I went to Dragontooth. I said burn it to the motherfucking ground, build something better. So,
Did.
and
Or we're
and
trying
did.
to.
Oh. Different strokes for different folks. I went to school to burn the world to the ground because it's fucked.
Alright, all three of you roll persuasion checks.
Come on, group persuasion. We got this. Even Boggy.
Even Boggy's got even Boggy's got no.
This is my first roll. I'm gonna use my.
Bognak rolled a natural 22. However, Bognak, as a level 10 fighter, can now use a superiority die to add a D10 to his roll.
Yeah, we really want to sell it. Okay, girl.
Manning presence. So I get that an extra D10. It's gonna be a 1 after I did all that. I mean, don't sell me.
No, it might not be.
It might not be. It's a 10. That's a 32 for Bognak on persuasion.
Babe. That's higher than the persuasion
There's
people.
no way.
Yeah, I got a 16 plus 9. It's a higher 20. But you definitely got the higher
25.
thing. Yeah, kids got the higher thing.
25, 27, and 32.
Alright, what about, what'd you get, 27?
Yeah.
I hate when I roll the lowest and it's 25.
Do I still get a Will Hamming dice? Oh, add it to
got
this. This seems like a situation.
He's gone,
Oh, he's moved
But
on.
never forgotten.
but never forgotten.
I mean, he's not forgotten me. I got an army of my dad on the other side, baby.
I got a lot of
Peace
ghost
to
homies.
love.
Where's B and Russ?
Russ is right
Oh,
here.
Russ is
with
here.
us.
B's not with here. B's in the baby room.
Russ is just standing there with his hand, like, ready to go to the patch. Something wrong, Russ? Thanks. Oof.
Russ has had the runs for 24 hours because of a situation that happened.
You may not know this, but Russ, as of 10, I guess it's been a day now, as of yesterday, became a father of 3. So Russ may be looking a little stressed because he now has children to take care of. In well, I guess he should be less stressed because if we're taking over the world, it's gonna be great for them. But he is a father, so
congratulations, Russ. I said congratulations. Thank you, bitch.
that is his
Okay.
vibe. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm not going to fight you. I think some of what you said is correct. I think I did want to hear you out. Even though I don't like the way you went about the offer I gave you. I still don't think you did it as I asked. So I'll give you some time. I won't kill you yet. But when you least expect me, when you're at your most comfortable, that's when I'm going to take everything from you.
Do you talk to all your friends like... Actually, that answered my question.
And then he disappears. Now pay very close attention to what I want you to do. I'm going to take turns. Based off your rolls, I'm going to start with Livia, and then I'm going to go to Penny, and then I'm going to go to Bognak, and then I'm going to go to B. Just to start with Livia. Livia, how old are you?
No stress, girl.
I'm old.
How old can you live?
Up to like 400 years.
Okay.
400, 500.
So right after this, what happens is as you guys go out, you see this place is dead. Olivine has killed everybody except for the sentient cube. When he disappears, that cube goes with him. From this point on, for the next 50 years, I want you to describe to me where you take your part of this world. There's nobody, literally no one else in the world to stop you but you guys. What do you do in the next 50 years of your life?
God.
I'll tell you if you've gone too far, but try me. And while she's thinking about that, I'm asking you guys the same questions with a different timeline.
Okay. So I definitely know that I'm from like the Ardinia Kingdom, like deep in the jungle area, from what I can recall, and I feel like I would go back there to try and like discover something of, you know, why I was there within my past, and I feel like that would lead me on track to look for a the dragon mask.
So in the next 50
eventually...
years, when you go back, the magma from Mount Alita has completely decimated that part of the jungle. It's covered in hardened lava, so to speak. So after years, you know, plant life will start to grow through, but the place, your old stomping grounds, completely covered. Over the years, plant life will grow through. There's some animal life, barely, in that area. It's dinosaur. But it starts to come back a little. But then again, you are on your own. So what are some things you do while you're on your own in Livia's future?
I'm definitely starting a cult.
What is this cult worship?
Honestly, Rooter. I'm starting a Rooter cult.
A Rooter cult.
Yeah.
Do you trade, sell, or buy it?
Oh, all of the above, because we are the Bake Squad. This is going to be Livia's legacy. Just Rooter Queen of the leftover Ardinia Kingdom.
Penny. In the next 150 years.
What is it? The Born Freon is not called Born Freon anymore. That middle section, is that available to
the
populate?
Quiet Highlands? Yeah,
that is
but
their
it is
local
still
population.
connected to the Fae. That is a big traverse back and forth between the Fae because it's the two planes that are melded at one point. So if you're on the Fae, you can go to Quiet Highlands and then walk to the material plane, and vice versa.
But that is something like that isn't within range of me going, like place I'm going and doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think the throuple will head to the Quiet Highlands. She wants to live somewhere that is. She wants to live somewhere that's different, but also that is the same, which is why she's picking the Quiet Highlands. It is that middle plane of being like the material plane which she was born into, but she very much is of and very like Fae-like, and she wants to live in that magical nature. And so her and the throuple, Mortenzau and Cleonile, go there. And that's where they will put up shop. I mean, they're going to get into just survival tactics. They are expecting, they're expecting him to come back. So they're pulling... Nothing has stopped. She goes right back to like the Dragontooth mindset of training. She's... they're up. They're keeping their skills up to point. If there are people around or any other like humanoids or anything, she would welcome them in to like teach them and take them in to like start building her militia or whatever, and just kind of like doing a dojo type thing in the Feywilds or in the Quiet Highlands is like a mediary ground between the material that just got fucked up and by her friends, so she knows what's coming from that side, and she can stop anything new coming from the other side or like mediate between them because she finds herself the most
So
calm.
making like a pseudo border control, a border patrol for the Fey material world.
Yeah, just like an outpost, I guess would be the best way. Like just so people like people are aware of what's happening because she doesn't want. She now that she knows that her friends are running things, she is like of the mindset that whoever goes into this place needs to be vetted and not be fucking crazy. And if they pass her check, then they'll be chill to like go inside. So yes, but at least like not as like you can't come in here. She's just like, hey, we run this spot. Like, are you chill or nah?
Yeah.
Also, it's fucked up over there. So.
All right, Bognak. And you're real old. In 80 years. The year will be 233. Or 333, excuse me. So, what happened to Bognak over all these years?
I think at the end of the day, Bognak really did mean what he said, that he wanted to take care of... He wanted to create a place to take care of the children. Because, that's who he always was from the beginning, right? You think back to Orteo's Empire, that's who he was taking care of before he ever even got to the school. So, he wants to create a school. Like, he wants to create a school, and he doesn't know why, but he's drawn to this coastline towards Winding City. He doesn't quite know why. He's searching for orphans, he's searching for people. Before he leaves Millwast, he goes around, he finds people that can do these magical traits. That he pretends he knows he can do, but at the end of the day, he doesn't really know he can do.
What's the school teach? Like, is it a magic school or a fighter school?
It's not Dragontooth. It's whatever the opposite of Dragontooth.
It's not. But it's not Dragontooth. But ironically, it's like he's taking whoever he can find, whatever children he can find, like whatever lost souls. It's lost souls and guiding them. Like that's what the school's guiding principle is.
It's like Annie, but they train for war.
Cool.
Yeah. Annie, but they train to protect themselves. They train to make the world a better place and protect the people after them.
And
that's that's what he always wanted. That's what the kingdom always wanted, and he's gonna do it. He's gonna try and do it right. Like he can only do the fighting techniques. That's why he tried to find other people that could do the magical techniques as well. Like he's gonna try and search the kingdom over the years, find magical teachers, build this place up. He's gonna make the central tower of the school this artificer potioneer's tower that you just happen to find within the town.
Okay.
That ironically is what started his journey a long time ago, before he ever even realized that's what was happening. So that's why he's going to make the central pillar of the school in Winding City, and he's going to do all that. and he's just gonna try and raise as many students as he can to do the right thing to protect the kingdom, like not officially, just to follow their dreams. And beyond that, I think if we're going to our deathbeds on this, I think right before he dies, if we're going to our deathbeds on this, right before he dies, he drinks that vial. Just to know.
Okay. All right.
Oh my god.
Right before he dies, he drinks that vial, and he knows what he was supposed to know.
Damn.
Okay, B.
The trauma.
B, you and Russ are part druids, so you will live much longer as you higher levels because your 10 years have the same value as only 1 year.
Okay.
So you will live longer. So you are going to live...
I'm only 17 right now. I don't know. Russ was a year older than me, so Russ is probably 18, 19.
You'll live 170 years before your bodies just give out, something like that.
I outlived my friends. So
So what do you want to do?
Yeah.
So their first kind of priorities are getting the egg and making sure they can take care of the egg until the egg hatches into whatever, because I'm still interested in that.
Okay.
Doing that with the egg first. Then they want to go back because Russ told B that he was able to save Zion, so they're immediately headed back to Veilcast to see if they can meet up with him again.
He is alive.
And yeah. And so they're gonna they'll meet up with him. He's probably gonna use Russ to stop the volcano that was coming with his eye patch to be able to suck in all of the lava and everything that was coming to destroy the city to prevent that from happening.
That helps Livia.
And taking him to see all of the dinosaurs finally. That one beautiful scene that she wanted to take him to that she never got to. And then for the next years that come up, their priorities are repopulating all of the world that has been destroyed. So they want to have as many kids as possible, and they want to encourage their kids to go on and have as many kids as possible.
Not Adam and Eve out here being nasty. I don't need this in my life, Lord.
The future is incestuous.
Right. Hey, no, we're not going to be incestuous, okay?
No, this is.
That story.
What?
I mean,
You don't
our kids are not going to get together and make more
60% of my school population is
know.
just your kids.
That's also where my brain immediately went. I was like, oh my god, incest, ew.
No, they're not going to be
We all went there.
incestuous. Come on,
We all thought it.
we're gross, but we're not that bad.
We're
So
just, my school's just called the School of B and Russ.
Okay.
Like, they were like 5 minutes old, and you're like, we're fucking in front of them.
They are
that's my
traumatized.
one priority for them, and then their second priority is going to be to start up, once obviously things get a lot further on into the future, starting up another animal fighting ring that was rigged and going back to square one before
Baby fighting.
he was sent to...
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
maybe
just
even a
use your
baby fighting
kids.
ring.
The year currently is 233 AGW. In the year 303, we zoom into the what used to be Colbrador Jungle. I'm sure it goes by a different name now. There are multiple buildings in this random patch of jungle that seems to be thriving with dinosaur life now. And tons of tieflings. Tiefling population has grown back up. Through these buildings with these smokestacks, you can smell Rooter from miles and miles away. There's this huge sale going on in the streets of whatever this place is in the moment. There is a big fight that goes on, maybe over some turf, maybe over some just a dispute, but ends up 20, 30 dead people in the streets. Before out of the door comes all these very muscular tieflings cleaning up the streets, leading one to believe maybe this is routine. Out from their balcony, adorned with this humongous light purple and pink nightgown with a giant blunt in their mouth, is Livia, who walks out watching the streets get cleaned up, her streets. And walking up right behind her, there's a hand on her shoulder. Without even looking, Livia knows exactly who it is. I told you this day would come.
Fuck.
Have you
And
enjoyed
it's
your life?
today. Thus far, up until this point, yeah.
Livia, I'm curious.
About?
Do you think all that death and fighting out there is good for children? The sneaking? The illegal sales? Families not being paid enough? So they fight for their kids? They go kill parents of other kids? Is this your idea of a perfect world for a child?
Not necessarily ideal, but it's real life. You cannot deny that what is in front of you is not real life. Can you not?
It's
When
not
you have real
real
life, you
for
have
me.
both good and you have bad. And if you can't accept one without the other, then you don't deserve either to begin with. And I think that's what these people need to understand. Is that even though they may feel worthless, there's still some worth at the end of it, because that's literally what they're fighting for to achieve right now. Betterment. Call it a fucked up lesson, but isn't that a lesson of life in the long run?
There's got to be another way. With no suffering. It can't always be this
Tell me,
pendulum.
Olivine, how have you been holding up since everything? Tell me your understanding of suffering, for you to have understood suffering to begin with.
My suffering has been sitting alone, watching you and your friends build your empires, move your people, your land, your buildings, your machines, move all your little toys around, build. I haven't seen anything worth saving.
Well, that sounds like a little bit more of a self-inflicted wound than one you were proactive about preventing. You knew we were more accepting of guidance. You had opportunity to intervene at any point. As you stated, you show up when things appear to be going great for us. Here we are now. You had plenty of time to intervene beforehand and give guidance. I don't understand why that wasn't acted upon.
I think because I'm selfish. Because I'm scared of others succeeding where I couldn't. I think I wanted to be somebody. Someone important.
Were you not, anyway? You're the one that granted all this life to be brought forth in the first place that you're looking at and not liking at the moment, but you are the reason that all of this has flourished in the first place to be what it is right now.
I don't see it as a flourish. I see it as a scourge. I see you as a scourge. I don't
Then I
want
take
this.
it you're here to scrub me and get rid of everything right here, right now?
Yeah. In a matter of words.
You wanna fuck real quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
At least take me out in a good way, you know?
The year is 333 AGW.
He fucked your brains out! Holy shit!
In Wimding City, a massive city has been constructed. Wimding used to be known as the happiest place on the material plane, and now I don't think the argument can be made against it now. Things seem pretty joyous. The children, the adults, everyone seems to be pretty great. In fact, there is a surplus of children that are rushing towards Bognak's school for lost souls. Right at the end of one of his classes, which is always a special treat when Bognak comes down to teach, instead of his administrative duties that he usually does. Just given another one of his famous seminars about how it's not what you remember, it's about what you make going forward. As the class is getting done with their usual hurrah and celebration, one student approaches Professor Bognak at the end, asking with a really tough homework question. And as Bognak leans forward, the little kid is just gone, and standing in front of you is Olivine. Hello, Bognak.
I think this homework question's best asked in my office, isn't it?
Wherever you're most comfortable. And you're going to take the longest walk of your life right beside Olivine. You just feel the energy radiating off of him as he walks to your office. Kids are going by, kind of talking about, like, who is that? Who's that? You get into your office, and he shuts the door.
And as they're walking by, I'm smiling, waving them off, just like really just trying to downplay everything. Like, oh, yes. Homework assignment here. Yes, children. As we get back into the room. Can I offer you anything?
I'm good. I've learned from the last one. Don't take any offers.
Well, that's not going to stop from offering myself, is it? As
What did I do?
Round two?
as Bognak, I don't know what happened. All right, no, that's not bad. I know he got chlamydia. But first of all, so I'm gonna.
That wasn't all.
So Bognak's just gonna pour himself like a stiff, lovely, like herbal tea, and just kind of sit down across from him. He goes, "I know you know what I've been up to. What have you been up to, my friend? It's been a long time."
I've been very lonely.
You didn't have to be.
Well, I've been watching you. Livia, Russ, B.
No,
Penny.
there was no Livia, Russ, B. There was me. You could have spent time with me. You could spend time with any of us. And you didn't. You isolated yourself. I never asked you to. We never asked you to. And I appreciate the time you gave us.
I don't have a lot of time. I know it may seem like I do. Seem all-powerful. This is all given to me in an exchange for my life and for the lives I carried for many, many years in my mind. And I'm almost at the end.
And you spent most of that time by yourself, huh? And I don't mean to sound judgmental. I did too. I broke away from the people I cared about a lot. And, I know who's waiting for me at the end. I know I've got a good group waiting for me. And Bognak, you see, he touches a note on his chest. And you see, like, ink underneath. It's like, hamming underneath the end of the ink. And he's like, I've got good people waiting for me. And I've left a good legacy here. I think we had similar goals. And, I wish you could have worked together while we were here. But I'm glad you're here now. I'm happy with what I did.
I do want to say I'm most proud of you. Children seem to be happy in this city.
I don't need you proud of me. Proud of myself. Proud of what I did. And there's one luxury I'll ask you before I go. It's not something I look forward to. And I hope if you do take my life, you take it shortly after this. And I take out the vial. I say, there's a me before this, before all of this. Me before that formed everything here. And I appreciate me doing something else after that. But I gotta know what I did before.
Be my guest.
And he does like the Great Gatsby, holds up the flask to him, bites off the cork, swallows.
Your brain feels a rush of memories. The dueling in the class, Evening Plume's eye staring at you, eating in the lunchroom, laughing with friends, watching the ship, the mimic expand, break down the walls. But there's one memory that just sticks and stays, and it's not your memory, it's a Fatale memory. And it starts with her leaving the furnace area after she's just made eye contact looking at you the first day you guys walked in as the seniors were graduating, and she leaves to her room, immediately goes to her room and picks up this orb from this box, and Olivine's face appears. And she goes into this conversation about how everything's going great, everything's going planned, another 80 to 100 years perhaps, and Cthulhu will finally be ready. There's no need to rush. Olivine is talking about how he wants it now. Fatal is talking about how it's not time, my love. Everything in good time. And he says, I can't help but get the feeling you're plotting something else on top of my plot. And she goes, you know me, I'm always looking for an opportunity. And he says, I know, but you remember this is mine. We're doing this for me. And she goes, always, my love. And she goes, there is this one student. His name is Bognak T. Bruiser. And he says, kill him. And she goes, well, it's more than that. I don't think he's evil at all. And he says, then why is he there? I don't know. And he says, sometimes the system messes up, doesn't it, Landria? We both know Summit is full of shit. And she goes, I know. I don't think he would kill me if he had the chance. I just think he's that good. I don't even think he would kill you. And he stops talking, and she goes, do you see what I'm saying? He says, I do see what you're saying. Do you think he could be the one? And she goes, I've never met anyone like him. He seems good, and it scares me. And he goes, well, then here's the plan. We'll make him the one and make sure he never gets near me to touch me. And she goes, is that wise? Why don't we pick some random good kid in the street? He says, too risky. And she goes, when Bruntoro gave you these gifts, Olivine, when he intended there to be one to be able to stop you, the idea was that that one would get to you before Bruntoro came to take your soul. Are you sure you want to put that one key this close to you? And he goes, he'll never be within an arm's reach. And then the memory stops, and he's looking at you.
I just kind of smile. I look at him. And my words to him are, well, I guess for my chance to be the one where I took the swing at you with the sword all those years ago, didn't I? There'll be another. And I appreciate the time I've had. And Barna just reached down to the herbal tea and he sips it and he goes, do what you gotta do. I believe in the students.
Interesting.
That's it.
Good suit.
You won't even do it now, will you?
If I couldn't do it back then, I didn't even know who I was. Do you think I could do it now? I'd take a reach. I'd try. I'd love to. But it's not been me. It's never been me. Fatal was wrong. She was wrong to fear me. There's somebody you should fear down the road. But it's not me.
The year is 403. We zoom into the quiet highlands. There has been, even though you can destroy all the races, you cannot really destroy the food folk because the Fey Earth is so fertile that 1 in every 100 things made from something from the Fey Earth becomes sentient. Therefore, the food folk is probably one of the first races that are back. They are already joining in this area where they used to live at the Sickly Springs. Now Penny runs the town. Not just any town. The direct space in between the Fey and the material plane that they call the Silverware. And all the food folk help run that under Penny's guidance. Penny is amassed in a massive army of food folk. You've recognized a couple from Dragontooth. And as she's running off the list, very mundane list of things to get done for today, a walking baguette will walk in.
Excuse me. Penny, you have a visitor here to see you. He says his name is Olivine and that you would remember him. Shall I send him in?
Sure.
Clop. He steps in. Should I shut the door, Penny?
No. All are welcome here. Open door policy. It's kind of the whole thing I got going on.
I've had a question for you after all these years.
You and me both. You can go first.
The food folk. They are very strange. It's like, what's the baby version of a cupcake? It's just a cupcake, right? Are they even really babies?
It's a tiny cupcake.
How would you compare them to other races' babies? Perhaps I'm being extremely racist here. But do they feel the same as other babies?
I think they feel as any other does. Something I didn't consider about the food folk is their natural-born resilience. It's something that I admire. Even if you wipe them all out, eventually, they just come back. As long as you try. Put a little effort in. Magical things can happen. But outside of other babies, I only know these, the common folk, and bees. But I don't really dabble in childlike affairs. I like to make sure all is well for them, but open to meet them if they like to. Sometimes you like to meet their idols, and I don't like to give people what they don't want. I think that made sense.
After all those years with the squad, I kind of saw you as the leader figure. Would that be an apt description?
You know, I want to say no. I also want to say yes, and that's something that I've fought with for a very long time. Was I the leader of this group? And it's hard. A thing about me is I don't like to control others. I like to let them do what they want, give them the room to grow. And so when establishing a leader, it's a little hard, because sometimes, well, I know I'm right, but that doesn't always mean we have to do what I want to do. Sometimes the more chaotic option is more fun. I always like more fun. That is a thing I loved about Yumi. You don't know Yumi. Perhaps you do, don't know. But Yumi was a free spirit. They always wanted to do things in the most chaotic way, even though they could do them simply, but they wanted to live in that moment. And that is something that I missed out on. But a leader, no. I did reckon myself to become what I now actively blame you for. A teacher. I found all these kids who everyone told was broken, couldn't do anything, were worthless. And I said, I can build an army out of that. And I said, I believe in each of you. And I did this weird thing where I didn't lie about it. Because I don't know what they can do. I don't know what I can do. And I can do lots of cool things. But I want to see what they can do. I got to watch lots of interesting people grow and die. It is a very painful memory. And there are two statues behind Penny. One of Mortenzau and one of Cleonau. They are like seated in thrones, but stone. Penny, Mortenzau only lives 120 years. Cleonau lives 100. Penny has the ability to live 1,000 years, or she can return to her elements and self-unalive per her mechanics if she can go back into, because she's a nymph. But she's opted to stay here and continue her work because she also knew this day was coming. But I reckon myself to be a teacher, to show others that you are not what people tell you you are, unless you want to be. You get to be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do, how you do it. Of course, there are rules, and people can either follow rules or not. That is for sure. And I gave those chaotic fucks rules. Freshmen. I took freshmen in to Dragontooth and killed the senior class on my first day. Then after that, I said, that was kind of easy. I need to up it a little bit. But I don't like to do things alone. It gets kind of lonely. And I have this weird attachment thing. I like to have lots and lots of people around me. I don't know if you've noticed. But I'm an open lover. And so I did this weird thing where I just took everyone in. And it became a lot easier to win fights when everyone's just on your side because you are objectively right and also they respect you. Instead of just trying to make them do that. Which is the problem I had with Ardinia and Bastion before it fell. They all just wanted to do the right thing, how they thought it was the right thing because they said it, and that rarely works out for people who don't agree with them, and they rarely have room for that. But what happens when you make room for them? Some people are chaotic in nature, sure. Have you met B.R. Gressive? the most chaotic being I think I have ever met in my entire life. And I had no problems working with her. Loyal to a T. Sure, she ran off once or twice, but for what? To chase her passion? Do I get to be mad about someone chasing their passion because that's not what I wanted them to do? Girl, the world is ending and we could die tomorrow. You better be living your absolute dream. My personal dream is to destroy the world. That is something I reckoned very long ago when I started Dragontooth, and I let them all be chaotic and have their fun because it's training. No one cares. It's have your fun. But when push comes to shove, I need to know that they can do what they can do. So I trained them. I tested them constantly. I killed Bognak, brought him back to life, and he didn't betray me.
What?
That boy died. I watched him die. Took his body to our teacher because I knew that it'd be chaotic. I could let him die, or I could be nice. And Bognak knew it was nice because I brought him back to life, and I knew it was also chaotic because I got to do what I wanted to do. Because I get to do what I want to do no matter who tells me what to do. Fatal did learn that. That was a big problem we had. We had a budding relationship, but I learned she wasn't a good teacher. It probably was the killing students thing, but that could be my mistake. But in my opinion, she wasn't a good teacher. I, however, took a class and changed the entire world in a matter of moments, which is funny being here now because isn't that what you wanted to do? But there's a difference between us, I've learned. And I will say I lied to you before. All those years ago, you were like, are you guys afraid? And no, I'm not afraid of you, Olivine. I said the right name. I was not being disrespectful. Olivine. But I didn't want to let that on. But what I do feel is pity for you. To know you cannot feel pain, that you can do all these amazing things, and you sat in a tower and watched the world burn, you fucking disgust me. To have all that power and to sit there and watch and you did nothing. The entire reason I exist is because you did nothing. Oh, my head hurts. There are voices in there. What do the voices want, Olivine? We'll never know now if you just got rid of them, which is fine. But also you carry a burden with that. All the Dragonborn of the world live inside of you, and you opt to avenge their death by destroying the world and everyone else and just causing more pain, not breaking the cycle? But I said, how do we do things different? And I realized I didn't know the answer, so I had to learn it. I taught myself better ways to do things. I said, what if I don't fight my enemies and I just figure out why they're fighting and I convince them to work for me? And for a girl who is a well-known villain, the militia I ran into was real quick to join my side. Millwest was real quick to join my side. The Underwater Kingdom real quick to join my side against a common threat for something. I may not have something to save, but I damn sure got something to fight for. And I got someone to fight against. And I have no fear of you because, again, I feel bad that you've spent all this time and you didn't learn anything. You watched and you watched. But did you learn anything, Olivine? All that time watching a school seems kind of redundant to me, but there were just so many better ways to get things done, and it just took a little effort. Sure, it's hard. I get it. Livia, Bognak, Yumi, B, I get it. Kids are hard, but they are worth it. Because when I leave this place, regardless of what you do here and now, those food folk won't be afraid of you. They will happily die to protect what they love and what they stand for, and that's not you. And it's not me. It's their freedom to do what they want, when they want, and I taught them all how to fight for that. How to find when people tell them lies, because you know I'm good at lying, and so many are not. So, when you see little cute food folk, be warned. They may be nice, and they may be pretty, but pretty things sometimes bite. I know this was your time to monologue, but I have been waiting a very long time to say that to you because you vanished, and I've regretted it ever since. But I do feel better now. And I think Clea and I would have liked that one.
You're right. You're right on everything. And I'm not here because you failed. I'm here because I'm jealous of what you were able to create. And seeing your face is a constant reminder of my failure. He's going to stand up and he's going to walk towards the door. And grab the doorknob. And then he's going to turn around and look at you. In the year 503, AGW, we'll zoom into the jungles.
I didn't mean to shame you, sorry.
There are dinosaurs everywhere. There's a bustling new Veilcast. The school in the middle has been gutted out to create the biggest fighting ring on the material plane. And the names B and Russ are infamous. It could be because their place is so popular. It could be because bajillions of their children run the world now. As you and Russ are standing on top of this very tall tree that sometimes you like to get to late at night when all the kids are taken care of, and just watch the sunset as you hear all the dinosaurs stampeding back home, making their way. Russ is pointing out the Dilophosaurus pact as they go by, he's talking about the venom. And the tree seems a little heavier. And you notice sitting behind you very quietly is Olivine as Russ is going on about dinosaurs. What would you like to do?
Bee's just gonna completely ignore Olivine's presence, and she's gonna be pointing, you know, oh, look at that one. That one's a Bolopogosaurus.
Honey, that's not a dinosaur name. That's funny.
He takes your hand.
And then mixed up.
We've had a good life together, sweetheart.
Yeah. No, back in the day, I never thought we would have made it this far, you know? Back in those school days. Look at us now. Pretty incredible.
I still remember writing in my book at the little desk, looking up and seeing you take a shit in the corner of the library. I remember going up to you and like, excuse me, girl, that's not the bathroom. And you stood up with your veins popping out of your neck like I told you your dad died or something. And you were like, I'll take a shit wherever I want. I thought about that for weeks.
Yeah.
It made me think like the world is like a giant bathroom.
And I mean, you're the first person to ever tell me where I could or couldn't shit. Nobody's ever had the balls to do that before.
I've enjoyed...
You kind of love at first sight.
I've enjoyed every day telling you where to shit be. I would rather tell nobody else in the world where to shit than you.
You know what, Russ? Now that you've been finished with all of your books about dinosaurs for years...
And bestsellers.
Right. Of course, bestsellers. You should write... By we, I mean you. You know. Smart, but not that smart, let's be honest. But you should write a book about everything that's happened in our lifetime, because I know that when years pass, or maybe even our great-great-great-grandkids are going to be able to, they're going to want to read about what our lives were like. About how we basically, like, took over the world. I mean, look at this shit. This is awesome.
This is pretty awesome. I think you can write it too. I mean, you're up to 14-letter words now.
Yeah. Only taken me,
Hundreds
100 years?
Yeah. I don't ever want this moment to end.
Yeah, me either. It doesn't have to. That's the best part, right?
Yeah, but it kind of does. I don't know if you guys are ignoring me or simply don't know I'm here.
What the fuck?
Oh, I knew you were here.
No, not you. Come on, you know we're too old to fight.
I know, I'm not here to fight you, Russ. I'm not here to fight you, B. I've paid a visit to your friends over the years, and now I'm coming to you. I'm actually proud of you, too. I mean, you said you would make this world a better place for children. I didn't think that literally meant scattering the world with them.
I thought you said make a world with children. You said make a better world for children? I thought...
Wait, is
That
all
makes
of
a
this
lot
because
more
you
sense.
misunderstood me? You did all of this because you misunderstood? You could ask for clarity. You can always ask for clarity.
I think we would have made this many or more on our own anyways, right, Riz? Am I right?
Yeah, dragon bitch, we weren't doing this for you.
Okay. Are you ready to go?
Go where?
Yeah, where, bud?
He's gonna look at Russ and she's gonna wink.
Russ is going to wink with his other eye.
I'm just gonna walk to the other side of the tree. I like watching the opposite of where a sun sets, you know, where it's just darkness, where I get on my thoughts.
I don't believe you at all. I need you to stay exactly where you are.
Okay, bud, jeez, I'm just trying to, you know, stretch my limbs, you know.
Listen, I'm here to kill both of you. But you're the only ones left. And I regret everything. I made a mistake. But I can't look at you because it's a reminder of all the horrible things I've had done. And I also can't pull myself to kill the parents of this many children. I mean, that's like the antithesis of what I'm against. So I'm torn. So I'm gonna ask you both, why shouldn't I kill you?
He's gonna turn her head and look at Russ and turn back and says, "Don't worry, we won't make you make that choice yourself." As she says that, she's gonna cast darkness around herself. And because her and Russ have talked about this moment for years, Russ is gonna know that that's his cue to take off his eye patch as B gets behind him.
The year is 303 AGW. In Livia's bedroom, Olivine stands up and puts back on his robe. That was nice. That was the first time I've ever done that.
Oh, really? I wouldn't have guessed that.
Pop! Livia explodes. The year 333 AGW. He's sitting in a chair looking across from Bognak. Just said, you're still not going to do it. And he said no. And he just lifts his hand. Goodbye, Bognak. Pop! Bognak explodes into guts and bits all over the room. He's standing there in the year 403 holding the doorknob and turns to Penny. You win. You were right. I was wrong.
Can I give you a gift?
Go ahead.
Something and this truly is meant as a gift to you. As something I think you've never had before. Penny looks at him and she says, I didn't do this when my friends were there because I didn't want to be dramatic. But I feel like you deserve the chance to feel for at least once in your life. Penny looks at him, and using her grave domain channel divinity, she uses Path of the Grave, or Path to the Grave. As an action, I choose a creature within 30 feet of me, cursing them until the end of the next turn. No save. The next time you or an ally hits the cursed creature with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to the attack, so they take double damage regardless of any. If they have, it changes them to the vulnerable status for the next attack that's made. So they take double damage from any attack that hits them. Penny looks at him, her eyes go black, and she uses her action to do that. Bonus action, she uses her sorcery points to quicken, cast 4th level Blight, and he takes, in theory, because he's vulnerable, it switches his immunity to vulnerability, and he takes double damage, which would be 19d8 points of necrotic damage, as flesh starts to pour out of him, as Penny looks to the gods that she worships, which are I don't need to get into it, but she looks out to the gods, and the unholy trinity: time, balance, and death, which is Bruntoro, Summer Song, and Tempa. It's the religion she picked up from Cleonile, and yeah, she just looks at him and goes, "I feel like you've never truly felt anything in your life, and so a gift, so you know at least what you do to others, and if it works."
You see his skin start to bubble before it eventually stops. That hurt. Thank you, Penelope. And you explode. As he's standing there in darkness. Just can't see a thing. He just hears B scream out, "Russ, no!" Russ is like, "Motherfucker!" And he's like, ugh. And in the darkness, his hand just goes over to his skin that was bubbling 100 years ago and feels the scars that are left over. And in the darkness, a little smile on his face. As the top of this tree, B falls off the tree. Everything gets sucked into Russ's eye. Russ falls back off the tree. You and Russ both dexterity saving throw.
I can't contain my hold.
Thank God.
Right.
17.
As it kind of knocks the breath out of you, you fall out of a really tall tree all the way to the ground. You will take only half damage. That is 60, so... I think this is really irrelevant, but whatever.
Give us the damage. That's
43. You'll take 29 points of bludgeoning damage. Fell 60 feet.
Okay.
Everything's kind of quiet except for the sounds of dinosaurs. And you hear coughing. And as you kind of lean your head up, you see on the other side of the tree is Rusk holding his patch that's broken. The strap's broken, and he's holding the patch to his head. And you look down, and his leg is bleeding profusely. You guys are old at this point. Like really old.
Yeah. So she's going to run over to him first, and she's going to tie, like, even though it broke, she's going to use, like, the strap in the back to kind of, like, tie it together to at least have the hole, like, covered in some way for now, and she's going to immediately start, like, pinning to his leg to try to get it wrapped up to a point where it can stop bleeding.
All right. You wrap up his legs. A couple of your kids run up. Little Kristen and Jessamine run up.
She forgave. We love it. She forgave.
Is there any sign of Olivine, or did we see that he for sure got sucked into
You see no sign of Olivine. As Russ leans up. Is he gone?
I think so. B. Oh, shit. I'm B. B's gonna turn around and she's gonna say, "Jessamine, Kristen, go get your siblings. Hurry. And bring everything that we have." And
they rush off.
Like, all the kids are gonna rush off and bring whatever you have to help Dad or Grandpa or great-grandpa, whatever we're at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like you have so many kids.
Through this time, the kids help bring Father Russ back to health. He's very old. In the next 20 years or so, he can't even get out of his chair anymore.
I would say that they spend all of that time writing everything that's happened, since basically there's nobody left in the world. They use their combined knowledge from, like, starting from the beginning of their lives up until they met to rewrite the entire story of, like, history books of everybody that they met and everything that happened in their life, and they're gonna publish it out as, like, a doctrine of... Obviously, it's gonna be embellished a little bit, you know, like, B is Cthulhu's mother, you know? It's gonna be, like, what you think they would come up with, but they want to pass that off down through generations and have it taught to be, like, actual history of things that went down, but it's in Russ's version.
We love being the winner.
Yeah.
Russ takes your hand, tells you he loves you. And
He's
the
gonna
lights
take
fade.
his hand back. Yep. and will fade off. I want it to be some cute.
You better kill him like everyone else died.
Right. If Bee's not dying at the same time Russ is starting to pass away, she's going to kill herself. So they can leave together at the
We're
same
gonna
time.
fade out before that.
Well, this is my time, guys. See you later. Romeo and Juliet are out of here.
Yeah, literally.
So 20 years in the future, the year is now 523 AGW. We started this campaign in 230 AGW.
Just a little time, you know, just a little thing.
The world continues to repopulate. The famous stories of the monster of Cthulhu, Child of B, circulate the world. Eventually, races start coming back. The tieflings, the humans. Not a lot of elves. They're kind of concentrated in the Fae, kind of afraid to go back to the material world. In the Silverware, a huge outpost pretty much blocks travel through the Quiet Highlands without paperwork or whatever they're requiring. Through the magic of Asgarath bringing these two planes together, people start finding that planar travel between the Fae and the material world becomes nearly impossible. Only the highest level of wizards can do it, and even sometimes they fail. So that outpost becomes central into the travel between the Fae and the material world.
Food folk guards.
Thanks to B and Russ's published novels, Olivine becomes barely a footnote in the history of the world. He becomes a blip of evil that was inconsequential. But the true person who did the most damage in all of this, the person who killed the most, was the most gracious, according to the books published, was B.R. Gressive. And her famous heroes of the world, Livia, Bognak, his sexy boyfriend Will Hamming, Cleonile, the funniest shapeshifter she's ever met, Mortenzow, the sexiest guy with issues out the wazoo.
That is true.
And all the amazing people they met along the way. From Rakshita to the best tasting chicken, Cockatoo.
To the shark people.
The shark people. The land that she swears she owns up and down. And just like that, we fade through time until we meet again for Campaign 4. I want to thank all my players for playing. I want to thank everybody for watching us. If you've been with us on this journey since last February, thank you so much. We hope you've had a good time. Come back and watch us on Fridays for Into the Expanse, and stay tuned in a few months for Campaign 4. Details to be announced soon. Thank you, guys. This has been really, really fun.
Woo!
Did you wish school went that fast? Like, wow.
Yeah.
We did that damn thing. We said boom. Said freshman to graduation real quick.
All I got on my Twitch channel was hags.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We hope you have a good night.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.